so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral disorder. And my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual.
Helicopter.
That's a way to start a stream with no context.
Performance check.
We all know that Tara is now aroused.
Not bad.
Alrighty. Welcome everyone to our special quarantine session of the Defenders of the East. Let's get started, shan't we?
Shant.
Let's shawl.
So, last we left off, you guys were making, after arriving in Craghammer at the House Thunderbrand to meet up with Bureau's good friend Tara Thunderbrand, you had discovered that she had been sent a letter which she thought was from Sikra Asum, but was actually from your arch nemesis Basvir. He stated in a letter that looked like a normal letter, but when one of you from your party touched it, the words shifted around for a special message to you, saying that he was sick of trying to deal with you head on, so he's going to hit you from the side with the people you care about. So in the package that she was sent was a talisman, an amulet that when she touched it, she was sucked into this extra dimensional tomb or dungeon. You all decided to take a long rest and then followed in after her. You arrived, dealt with some traps and some puzzles. With some traps and some puzzles, and finally ventured your way into a more natural cavern part of this tomb or dungeon, where you were ambushed. You also dealt with some madness that was inflicted upon you by proximity to this gross, scummy water that appears to be prevalent throughout the dungeon. You were, while near said water, ambushed by a bunch of weird amphibian humanoids that you made fairly short work of, but they didn't leave. But they didn't leave without leaving a little a lasting present for Shango. They impregnated Shango with one of their babies, and after what's that?
Didn't even buy me dinner first.
I know. You during this fight discovered Tara, reunited with her, and after reuniting with her, she took you to the area that she's been like holed out in for what seemed like weeks for her. And she set up a protective sanctum for you all to take a break in. While in the sanctum, you realized that Shango had been infected with one of these slod, as Tara called it, tadpoles. And were able to, through the power of Fike's divine paladin abilities, eject it from his body and turn it into sushi. You then had some conversations with Tara, who tried to explain as much of her time here as she could, though she told you that she had been stricken with madness as well on a couple different occasions, and so her accounting of what was going on around here and like where things were is a bit shambled or misunderstanding. Like she can't quite recall where everything is or how to get to certain places or remember certain areas of the dungeon, but You also found amongst some of the rubble a cool amethyst figurine of an owlbear that apparently has some magical properties. Um,
Albert, man.
Owlbear Man, yes, right. It turns you into Owlbear Man.
Sweet.
Um, um, after
Sweet.
after sitting and talking with Tara a little bit, she explained to you that there were several powerful entities that called this place home. A many-eyed floating creature, some sort of powerful undead, and another creature that was the master of these slod and controlled the different waterways in this area. And I believe we ended. Um,
There was one more.
there was one more. That's some entity that controlled the waters here. Um,
Well, wasn't there 3?
Yeah, that was
yeah,
the third.
Yeah.
the floating eye being the
Yep.
powerful undead.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought those first 2 were one. My bad.
Nope, those are two
I
separate
hope
things.
not.
Hey, they can be
Ooh, that'd be a
zombies.
Bad day.
I know.
And
That's why.
but anyway, we had left off with you all deciding that you were going to take a rest in Terra's sanctum. You had reunited her with her spell book, and Noxus was going to stay up after taking a short rest. Was going to stay up and try to finish reading his book. But I don't believe we had decided on watches or anything like that. So
Mm.
that is where we will pick back up with all of you. The sanctum had already been created. You also decided that after your rest, you were going to use that mirror that Stedos had given you to contact him and let him know of your progress and whatnot. So we will pick up there um, with Tara flipping back through her spell book, clutching to it like a child who's been missing their stuffed animal.
So yeah, I'm gonna stay up and read this book. So
I can take
anybody-
first watch.
All right, I'll take second.
I'll take third.
If you don't mind, I think I'm gonna sleep through the night. She kind of says questioningly. um, I haven't been able to get much good rest down here by myself, so.
It is understandable.
And she is going to, as you can see, it looks like she's turned a sleeping area at the base of the statue of Sarenrae that appears to be in here. And she goes and lays down and is kind of thumbing through her book, and you watch as her eyes begin to, like, her eyelids get heavy and she starts doing the nod thing a little bit, and is
No, you
out
have to
pretty
stay
quick.
awake.
She's out pretty quick.
Crap, she fell asleep, guys. I'm sorry.
Friend's gonna go over by the doorway here and sit down, but on the way, hold out the figurine to Shango, in case you wish to identify this further.
Certainly.
I'll hand him the shackles as well. What do these do exactly?
Give me some time and tell you I will.
Excellent.
Alrighty, so before you go to sleep, Shango, are you gonna identify these two
Yep.
things?
Yep.
Alrighty. So you sit down and take out your ritual book. And begin. Which one do you do first?
The shackles.
The shackles. Excuse me. Jeez. Sip of water. Got a little frog in my throat. So upon identifying the shackles, you find that when a magic user is like bound by these shackles, they are unable to use magic, either divine or arcane. It essentially acts as like a like like a like like a auto counterspell kind of sync
Yeah.
on any magic by anyone being bound by it.
Is it like a full-on anti-magic field, or like do their magic?
No, it's not a it's not like an anti-magic field where it's like an area of effect. It's specifically tied to whoever is bound.
Yeah.
By
So the one who is bound cannot
cast
any
magic.
spells. Yes.
Yes.
But he can be affected.
And they also take damage upon trying.
Ooh.
Specifically, they take 3d10 force damage every time they try to cast a spell, and it goes up by a d10 for every level of spell that they try to cast. So if they try to cast like a cantrip or a first level spell, it's 3d10 force damage. If they try to cast a second level spell, they take 4d10, and so on and so forth.
Nice.
Alright.
Anyone object to me carrying these around?
Please do.
However, now as they were two separate chains essentially attached to a wall, you could essentially, the person who's had their hands clasped in the manacles, they'd have like these 2.5 foot long chains that aren't attached to anything on each.
Oh, they're individual parts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought there's still like a chunk of stone on it.
Yeah, there's still like a small chunk of stone at the end of each one, but yeah.
Ball and a chain right now.
Yeah, except this chunk of stone is very small, like a couple pounds.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Maybe we
But the enchantment still seems to be on it.
All of them.
maybe we
Okay.
can find a blacksmith or somebody who can work magic metal to.
Highly unlikely, I believe, to find a blacksmith down here.
When we get back, Shango, Mr. Smart fucking pants.
Book out, smarty fucking pants.
I think that's a Noxus original.
Right. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
So you cast. I'm assuming you also identified
The figurine.
the figurine. It is a figurine of wondrous power. You can use an action to throw the figurine to a spot within 60 feet of you and say the magic words, hoot, growl, and a
Hoot growl.
yeah, and upon doing so, a full-size purple owlbear will appear and follow your commands.
Guys, we got that.
Once you use this ability, it can't be used again for 7 days. And the owlbear lasts for 1 hour or until it drops to 0 hit points, at which point it transforms back into a small amethyst figurine.
Guys, I kind of want to use it just so we can pet the owlbear.
So weekly pet, all right.
And another time, I suggest, like when we
Yes.
find a blacksmith, you can get the blacksmith
Why?
working.
Don't you mean what is it called? A jeweler? A jeweler? I don't know how to speak right
I
now.
disagree.
The
I'm
jeweler?
completely in favor of summoning it now.
You just
I
mean
want
a
to
blacksmith
wrestle
for the manacles, not.
No.
But I want to wrestle the owlbear.
Maybe
Wherefore?
I think we'll need every trick up our sleeves to get out of here.
I must agree with that.
Mike, you
You're
trying
not
to say
wrong.
something?
You can also give the figurine, the owlbear, once it's summoned, you can use your action to command it to do things. But you don't have to like continuously do it. Like you can give it a command, like when you summon it,
Yeah.
you can use in the same kind of like spiritual weapon. You can summon it and say, kill all those things, and it will spend each of its turns trying to do that to the best of its ability.
Gotcha.
But if you want to change its instruction, it requires your action to
Action to give a new command.
To give a new command, yes.
So if I were to
And if it has no commands, it will defend itself to the best of its ability.
Gotcha.
So if I made it come to life now and say "love me," would it love me?
However,
beg
it
your
interpreted
pardon.
that, yes. This owlbear also can speak and understand common.
Sweet.
That is most useful.
Then I would give the command "pet." Let me pet you.
Well, I hold out the figurine to Noxus. If so lonely you are, have at it. You might have to wrestle Vanya for it. He appears to be in the mood to wrestle.
I mean,
I am.
I think you should keep it.
Y'all can have fun with that. And she's gonna turn back and keep focused on her watch.
I'm gonna go back to reading.
All right. So that takes like 20 minutes, Shango, to do that.
Yep.
Are you going to sleep now?
Yes.
Alrighty. So it's Noxus. So you're spending the first hour of this watch to take a short rest.
Correct.
All right. And everyone else is going to sleep, and you're staying up with Renata.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Everybody gets 7 of temporary.
Including Terra.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No.
5. I think it's just 5.
All right.
Yep.
Terra has her own temporary hit point thing, which is a lot higher than yours. So
Wah,
don't worry about that.
wah.
She's an abjuration specialist. She has this thing called Arcane Ward.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just love that. Yeah, it's a lot better than
She's a
yours.
badass.
She gets 31 temporary
it's
hit
fine.
points
Damn.
whenever
Yeah,
she
those-
casts an abjuration spell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a party.
All right, so the party, you will, upon Noxus finishing a short rest, you will all get 7 temporary hit points.
Cool.
So the two of you begin your
Just
Which-
for record's sake, I'm gonna cast a first level spell in the rod. I will
which
decide-
spell?
Who would
I
you
will
roll?
decide on if it would let me open my spells. I think I'm gonna throw in where is it? Protection from good and evil, evil and good. Yep.
So you're gonna, what did you? I'm sorry. What was it? Detect good and
Protect-
evil.
No, protection
Oh, protection from good and evil. Okay. So what's in there right now?
from a command, a cure wounds first level, and then a protection from evil and good.
Sweet. Alrighty. Something wrong? Your mic's still not working there, Fike?
Mm,
Uh-oh.
That way.
heck.
This is what we get for doing a game outside of the regular schedule.
Yeah, right.
How
Hmm.
dare we?
Can you hear us?
Okay.
All right. Well, at least you can hear us.
Hmm.
Try
Is there
closing
something
out and coming back
important
in.
Fike needs to say? Not at the moment. All right. So you work on that, and hopefully you figure it out soon. All right. So you get through your short rest, Noxus. Fairly, you guys get through the first hour of your watch essentially, with Noxus taking a short rest without too much of an issue. So you can spend any hit dice you'd like, Noxus, and you get back whatever you get back from a short rest. The rest of you get your 7 temporary hit points from Nox.
Huzzah.
Thanks for the
Hey.
hit points, Knox.
Hey!
There you are.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I didn't take any damage that fight.
Same.
No?
None.
None. You missed. You missed a
Well,
lot.
Well, maybe that's because I was having to subtract 10 to 2 to 10.
Oh no, the bard did his
every
job.
time
Oh no.
Fucking synaptic static.
I mean, you could have totally told him to go wizard, but he went bard.
Anyway.
Your favorite class.
You notice I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, I did
It's
notice
too late to
that.
apologize.
I'm making a note of it.
Apologize.
Thank you.
So you guys, so after your first hour of your watch, Noxus, of you taking a short rest, you and Renata kind of Terra's private sanctum goes right up to those double doors there, or where there would be double doors, but they're open.
Mhm.
You can kind of see the the shimmer through it. Have the two of you make perception checks for me.
Yep.
Perception.
Do you have your goggles back on, Renata?
Yeah. Yeah, now that that was gone.
Now that you're no longer
Yeah.
crazy.
Perception.
Right.
You make me crazy.
No, literally, you made me crazy, to be fair.
It wasn't me. It was the scummy water
Mm-hmm.
That you made.
that I did.
Do do
Um,
do 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 do.
I didn't make it. The creature made it. But anyway, so you guys sit there. Is there any brief conversations you guys want to have over the course of your watch?
Just
Or
occasionally peeking back and noticing that Noxus had been reading from it.
I haven't started.
Oh, you
reading.
haven't?
No,
But you don't even have the
Not
book
yet.
out? Okay.
not yet. Not yet.
Huh.
I mean, I have it. Like it's by my side, but I haven't started reading yet.
I'm asking, why are you so focused on having a pet owlbear now?
Wait, have you ever had a pet
No.
and you don't want one? I've never had one. I want a pet.
What
How can you
is...
not want one?
I mean, they had hounds for hunting, but...
How cool
What
would
is-
it be to have an owl bear as a pet?
for an hour a week.
Yeah, it's perfect. You don't gotta take care of it. It just goes back to what it's gotta be. You don't gotta pick up any poop. You don't gotta feed it. It's the perfect pet.
Yes, which is probably a reason why you should not have a pet, Noxus, honestly, if I'm...
That cut real deep, Renata. That cut real deep.
So you guys chit chat back and forth about the benefits or drawbacks of having pets for the next several hours. For the next several hours, and nothing appears to. I mean, other than the fact they're in a super dangerous, scary, creepy dungeon tomb, nothing seems to be a problem.
Perfectly happy not having to deal with anything out there and being able to cast cutting words on Noxus.
Yo. That's what happened when she said it. Total chaos.
But you get the sense that it's who took second watch. Vanya, did you say you were going to take second watch?
Yep.
All right, so it's your watch has come to a close, Renata.
We'll go wake up Vanya then.
He wakes up as you poke him. Anything
poke.
interesting?
Not in the slightest. Perhaps it shall stay that way.
Probably.
See a look of disappointment on Vanya's face.
Oh.
Oh man.
Kind of walking over, muttering to herself in like, probably like Celestial or Elvish or something like that. We always seemeth to find the strange ones. Chuckles to herself and goes to sleep.
Said the woman who was summoned by a magical deck.
Shh.
Vanya will go take up a position by the front door.
All right. So you
with
go,
his
you go sit down. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
with his drift club.
All right, you got that going.
Yeah.
All right. So you go sit down next to the door with your drift globe out and on. Ren, you go find your spot to rest for the evening. You're not sure. But Nox, are you sitting up there or down by the doors?
I will be by the doors,
All right.
but I will be like kind of half in my bedroll sleeping bag and reading.
Right. And reading? Okay. So you
Yeah.
realize if you read, you're going to take a point of exhaustion. if you read through this rest. Just throwing it out there.
Might as well not.
So you're not going to read?
Nah.
All right, so you're going to sleep. I was looking. Are you reading or sleeping?
I'm sleeping.
Sleeping? All right, cool. So Vanya, it's just you up for the watch.
Alright.
As you chill there with your drift globe, we'll say for narrative's sake, you see Noxus has got the book open, but he starts to do that like head nod thing and like falls asleep with the book kind of open on his chest, as he tried to stay awake and read. But it's been a harrowing day, and so he ends up passing out. But you're there. This is the weird magic is at the door. It's kind of like this shimmery gold, see-through arcane material, so you can like see out into. Well, you can't really actually, because the light from your drift globe kind of stops at the sanctum. So you just see like the shimmery green or shimmery gold wall, and then beyond that it's just darkness.
Okay.
So I would like you to make a perception check with disadvantage because
Cool.
it's dark and you can't see.
We gotta get this guy another set of goggles.
8.
Probably should have passed them off.
Yeah. Well, too late.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there paying super close attention, and then there's this dripping in the background that you get distracted by on occasion, and you kind of you find it, and you kind of like stick some cloth in it, and then you hear it dripping from a different area. And you're like, God damn it! And so, God damn it, and you go over and try to deal with that one. But then when you plug that one, there's a dripping from another area, and so you just you spend the majority of your watch doing that until you realize, oh shit, I'm supposed to be watching watching for baddies. So you come back to the door, and you don't appear to notice anything out of the ordinary as your watch shift goes by without incident, other than the dripping,
Okay.
the obnoxious dripping.
I put a piece of cloth in Knox's book and close it for him to bookmark his place.
Okay.
And then I kind of scooch him a bit so that he's in a position where he's not going to fuck up his back by sleeping like that.
Okay.
Give him a pat on the head.
Aw.
Dad Vanya.
Yeah.
And he mutters, sleep well. And
You know that Biero volunteered to take the third watch.
all right, I'll go wake up Biro.
I wake up.
Nothing interesting so far. Your turn.
Oh, that's a relief. Good job. And I will get up. And the sanctum prevents sound from getting out, right?
Yes.
So I'll take my lute and play some kind of soft and soothing music as I take watch.
Okay.
And periodically I'll just kind of check on Tara and make sure she's not like...
She is passed out in the deepest sleep. Like,
Awesome.
just completely dead to the world at the moment. Just like mouth open, kind of like that halfway, more heavy.
John yawning.
Yeah, no, not more like heavy breathing than a snore, but every once in a while there's a like, but yeah.
She's drooling.
Make a perception check.
Roll for drool.
You don't see any. The braids of her hair have kind of fallen over her face a bit, so it's hard to tell. But you go down by the door, and prepare for your watch. Make a perception check for me.
Oh,
It's better.
5 is indeed better than 4. Perfect. So as you're distracted with Tara, making sure she's okay, you do take your eyes away from the door at various occasions. Excuse me. But the rest of your watch goes by, as far as you can tell, uneventfully.
I'll wake up the group. Nothing happened.
good. I would certainly
that's
hope not.
I would say morning, but who knows what time it is.
We woke up. It's close enough to morning. Good morning.
Morning, somebody.
Good morrow.
Django, what time is it?
You have no idea.
7:35.
Amazing.
Yeah, real early, guys.
Impressed.
Wait,
Yeah.
insight check. Insight check.
Make a deception check, Shango.
Okay, now I'm curious. What's my passive?
Where's my insight? There's the insight.
Apparently, it's 7:35 in the morning, Noxus.
Ren is very impressed.
This is real early, guys. We don't normally wake up this early.
And you're honestly impressed that, without the passage of time or anything, and no timepiece and no sun in the sky for him to keep track, the Shango was able to keep track of that.
Exactly. That is on par with Age of Arcanum type of knowledge.
Django, how did you figure that out?
He evidently has a keen mind.
You must teach us sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to oversleep. Is everybody else up and already ready to go?
Well, we're up.
A moment. Yeah, got up and started going through the morning routine quickly because it's been a while.
Oh, that's interesting. Speaking of which, and she opens her book, and she is going to go through and figure out what spells she wants to prepare for the day. She looks at you, Biero, and says, I think I should probably hold on to that remove curse just in case any more of those slod.
Seems like a smart idea.
Probably not gonna need that today. She's kind of like going through her stuff, deciding what she wants to keep and what she wants to get rid of.
That disintegration spell you used yesterday was pretty badass, I won't lie.
Oh, I'll be holding on to that one, don't worry.
Hey, I have a question for you, Tara. I do this thing. I haven't really used. I don't know. I can snap my fingers and make people not be able to cast a spell. Do you have that?
I believe you're talking about counterspell, aye?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. It's in the Abjuration School of Magic, and that's kind of my specialty.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you think you could hang on to that one?
Already got it.
Well, okay.
Nox, can you use some abjuration magic and light my pipe for me?
That would actually be evocation, but
I'll snap and cast Prestidigitation.
Yes, thank you.
And I'll cast Prestidigitation to put it out.
Motherfucker.
I loved Spike's reaction. I was like, motherfucker.
I'm glad we can be so calm. In a death trap.
Vanya will go over to Pike real quick. Pappy, do you think that you could open these manacles for me?
I mean, sure, I could take a look.
Happy.
Pappy?
Hi, puppy.
Shit.
I know what I fucking said.
I know you did. That was for the
Um,
benefit of others.
All right, thieves' tools check. Try to open up manacle.
Thieves' Tools 23. It takes you some time, and you work on them. There's something about this lock that is that's perplexing you.
They are actually locked right now.
Yes,
Huh.
they're closed at the
These
moment.
are shut by a very powerful magic, and I am currently not in the best mindset to open these.
Should I ask you again in, I don't know, 10 minutes or something? After you've eaten breakfast, maybe? Is that what you need to get in the mood?
It's usually not how the DM rolls. The DM usually is like, if you fail the check, now you're gonna do it with disadvantage, or you're gonna try it at a later date. So,
Unless you have breakfast, that is the key.
Who is this DM you? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I cast prestidigitation.
Tis
again.
part of his performance, Vanya. Perhaps tis for the best.
She closes her book and says, "Already. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Like I said, I'll try to tell you what I can remember, but I've been affected by the same nasty effects of that water that some of your friends have. So it's my time down here is pretty fuzzy."
Did she tell us the names of the beholder and the demolich last time, or is that something we talked about afterwards?
She didn't. What do you mean by names?
Like,
The type?
Did she just describe them, or
She just
did
described
actually-
them. She did not
Okay.
use the name. She did not use the words beholder or demolich.
Okay.
That is meta knowledge that you all have as players.
Yeah, but I think
I
we at
thought-
least mentioned Beholder because we knew from the one
You
the
guys
Underdark.
are the ones who said
Yeah.
beholder. Those of you who were in the Underdark arc and had that conversation with Empress Sinimo about the entity that she was going to send you to. But
Like sounds like
so you said it's the physical description she gave sounded like the one similar to the one that Sinimo gave you about that other one, but
Tara, did you say you had a sense of at least what direction each of these creatures was in?
No, unfortunately. Like I said, I've had a few run-ins with the madness that water can induce myself, and my time down here has been a bit fuzzy.
Fair enough. Then it sounds like one direction's about as good as another.
I mean, you experienced what I did, Biero.
Yep, I understand.
Perhaps before we go wandering about, we should speak to the head of the house. Yes, Sten.
Oh, Great Granda.
Yes.
I'm sure he's eager to hear from you.
Oh, he does like to do it. You have no idea what it was like, Biero, when we got back from down south after being gone for so long with him. I feel like you wouldn't let me out of the weeks.
After having been sent to find your cousin, I can't say that I blame him.
Well, anyway, I'll probably have to drop the sanctum for us to do that, right? So, how do you say we're going to be able to talk to him again?
I show her the mirror.
Oh, right. All right. Well, she puts her hand out for it.
And I hand it to her.
All right. She takes it, and you guys watch as the arcane ward at the door dissipates.
I'm
as
gonna
she
stand by
drops it.
that.
Vanya will as well.
All right.
Can Can you remind me, Bill? Were we able to see out
Yes.
through the mirror? Okay.
It's kind of like the tiny hut in that
Yeah.
aspect, where it's kind of like a one-way mirror where you could see out,
Gotcha.
but on the way in was like an opaque, like,
All right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. So she takes the mirror in her hand and like kind of rubs it with her forearm, and says some arcane words under her breath. And Bureau, you watch as the reflective part of the mirror ripples like a pond that's had a pebble thrown into it. And you can see on the other side no longer your reflections, but that of Stedos, Thunderbrand, on the other side. And as he looks through, and like someone who's been affected by the slow spell, his words come through very slowly, like someone on YouTube put it at like half speed.
Oh no.
um,
So we
I
get to
won't-
speak to a demon. Got it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my god!
Alvin.
Yeah, but he does, yeah, but I'm not going to do that. So, but he says, "Oh, by Moradin's beard, thank God you're all right, lassie." As Tara, you see Tara go. Oh, there's no need to dote, great granddad. I'm fine. They found me. I'm a little worse for wear, but we're trying to figure out our way out of here. But I just thought we should check in and let you know that I'm okay. And you see, Bureau, there's like a small tear, like a single tear, kind of coming down around his large nose, disappearing into his big bushy mustache of his beard.
I'll
That's
avert my
two.
gaze respectfully.
He looks over at you, Bureau, and says, "That's two now I owe ya."
I'm just happy to help.
I come up from the side and say, "Hey, Grandpa."
He looks over. "Hello, I don't remember your name."
Ren just thinks he's drunk, speaking so slowly.
Have you figured out a way to get back yet?
Not exactly. We just found Tara and had a night's rest. Sounds like there may be, and I'll start giving him the same description that Tara gave us of the different creatures, and ask him if he has any advice.
Well, from my understanding, undead are always dangerous, though there are different kinds that can be less so. The other two, the one I agree sounds like a beholder. We only, I've never seen one myself. We only hear about them from adventures that go down below the mines, and haven't heard height nor sight of one in decades. The other one, I don't seem to. There are many creatures that could fit that description. Countless, really.
Is he talking about the undead? Is he talking about the water whip?
He's talking about the water one.
And then the undead one is too vague for us to explain, correct?
Yeah, he rolled. Plus, he rolled a natural 2
Oof.
on his check, so he's having a
Good job,
senior
Grandpa.
moment. He's having a
Good
senior
job,
moment.
Grandpa. It's okay, Grandpa.
I
I know
have
you
been
did your
busy
best.
trying to figure out how to get you out of there, though it's only been like a couple hours since you left.
Wait,
So-
what? For real?
I say it's only been. Is this working? And he kind of like taps the screen. I
Yeah.
say I've only been like a couple hours since you left.
Yep.
No, we got you. We got you.
He turns. He's like, "Is this thing working correct? I don't know." And he like, tries to start fiddling,
Fiddling with the
and the
settings.
Turn it
signal
off and on
starts
again.
getting- yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
He hit me, and he gets closer to the
Oh,
the
jeez.
screen is, can you hear me better now?
Yes, perfect. That's great. Wonderful.
Yes.
Stop screaming, please.
So I take it then in that couple of hours you've had no luck in figuring out a way to get us out of here.
No, unfortunately. There is a very powerful magical enchantment on that amulet. Um, and just handling it has been difficult without accidentally getting sucked in there myself.
Yes. Please don't.
Understandable. Well
But I'll
then,
keep at it.
we'll continue to explore and we'll check in periodically if we have any information to share or hopefully in case we've found a path out of here.
All right. And he kind of looks back over at Tara and says, "Come back to me safe, my precious little golden nugget." And she you look at her Bureau and her cheeks get like super ruddy and red. And she's like, "Of course, great granddad," and she like cuts it off really quick. And she looks at you, Bureau, and says, "You heard nothing."
Of course not, Golden
And she like
Nugget.
got her like her little dwarven, thick finger like right in your nose.
I would never repeat the name Golden Nugget.
She looks at you. She looks at you with like a stern like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you pay for that later."
That
in a
was the
way
wrong
that you
answer,
won't
Viero.
enjoy.
I grin and I pat her on the shoulder and say, "What do you say we work on getting the hell out of here?"
Aye, that's some of the best idea I've probably heard in weeks. Or apparently hours.
Well, shall
Matter of
we?
perspective, I suppose.
Time is. All right.
Onwards.
Yep.
I'll
Goggles
follow
back
your
down.
guys' lead.
Let's try it out.
Alrighty.
A little bit wary of that water, but
All right.
First
How-
to the right, we should check. Important it looks.
To the right?
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
to your character's
our
right.
Yeah.
character's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
All right.
all right.
Is that the one you were suggesting there, Shango?
Yeah, the one where Brenda said.
All right. You pop over there, Ren, as you kind of peek inside. And inside, you see, as I get my little reveal tool ready here.
Zombie.
By the way, guys, we have dust of disappearance.
Yeah, we do.
We might want to utilize that at some point in this dungeon.
We'll figure it
lasts
out.
for an hour?
Like 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes? Okay.
10 minutes. You
a
see
plan coming together.
a smaller worked stone chamber, covered in that as the same kind of slime and nastiness that's kind of all over everything, and two large metal doors that are still closed.
More doors. Shall we? Or look back.
As you step inside, Vanya, you hear as they begin to part away from each other in the middle, so like in the opposite direction of one another, and open to
The riddle you have solved, Vanya.
Wait.
Good job.
Should
Open.
Shango, have you pulled up your detect magic yet?
he has not as of yet.
I have not.
Opens to another room that appears to be empty. However, on the opposite side, though you can't see that far, Vanya, because your light doesn't extend that far.
It's dim for another 20 feet.
Oh, dim for another 20 feet? All right. So,
Yeah.
Actually, why don't you put that range out for me
Sure.
then on your little aura. You see what looks like a singular table on the far side of the room with a single chair on your side of the table.
No, not the chair.
That doesn't seem suspicious at all.
No. Wait,
Anything
yes.
suspicious is, I believe.
I believe the answer is yes, it doth seemeth a bit strange.
I was just going to listen at the doors. Then they opened for me. I don't like this. Not at all.
Should we take a moment and let Shango keep his detect magic up?
Yes, that
Probably.
would be for the best.
Certainly. And I pull out my book and take 10 minutes.
Tara will do the same. So you guys just kind of sit around for 10 minutes,
Keeping an eye on that room.
keeping an eye on the room as Shango takes 10 minutes to do his thing.
Now that we've found Terra, Bureau's like noticeably less impatient than he was on the way in.
Yeah.
Get that.
You get about halfway through your casting with Terra
Yep.
when you hear the scraping of stone against something.
Ooh.
And all of you were kind of looking in the room. You wheel around and see strange individuals. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
What?
Gosh, dang it.
Well,
Strange individuals.
strange
Who died?
individuals.
We're dead, guys.
Great description.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Rolling advantage initiative.
Unfortunately, you guys did not roll great on your perception checks last night.
Oof. Oof.
I got me a natty 20, though.
Good job. I'll take watch team.
Hey, Nox and I were
So
fine.
you were unaware of the ambush that they set up.
Are we supposed to see where these things are?
You will in a minute.
Okay.
Crap.
I wasn't sure if I was missing something.
No, it was the watch team that missed something.
Womp womp.
The group that didn't volunteer to watch.
Ooh.
That's fair. The watch team did see more than I saw.
Hey guys, we're in a V because ducks fly together.
Thanks to 3 of you for being close enough to me.
Kill aberrations. Ducks fly together.
Aberration killing
right,
ducks.
honestly.
Quack.
No, Cortanus,
Quack.
where are the ducks?
We're sitting.
Wherefore art we ducks?
Because ducks fly together.
I don't like being a duck. Ducks are too relaxed.
Duck!
Vanya immediately ducks.
Do you guys remember that
Why did-
the Prince and the Swan movie? When they're doing the yeah, so there's a movie like nation movie or in the Swan.
You're
And
cutting
the
in and
princess
out,
turns
so you
in-
know.
Hang on. How about now?
Still doing it.
Hello. Check 1, 2.
Mm.
I gotta check whack.
He is a duck after all.
Appearing
Paging Dr. Fike.
from
Dr.
the
Fike.
darkness. Here.
Oh.
Appearing from the darkness outside of your drift globe and your dark vision from hidden positions
Dum, dum, dum.
Oh shit.
Looks lovely.
They're ducks.
Those are ugly ducks.
Oh.
And
Huh.
floating up off the ground about 20 feet in the air behind them
Oh, fun! Oh, fun.
Sounds like we don't need to fight them.
Oh
They found
no.
out.
Oh boy.
So Bill,
yes
do you want to kill us?
It's
Maybe.
a little bit.
Not Bill,
uh
Basvia.
We're gonna die.
they get a surprise round on
Fuck.
you guys.
We're gonna die,
Okay,
guys. We're gonna
okay.
die.
Alrighty.
We'll
so
be fine.
Fortunately, I'm in a
The-
well-protected position.
as is Terra.
I cast Meat Shield on Bureau.
I think he already has it up. It's a concentration spell.
Mm.
So these strange, bony, spiky creatures that are sort of humanoid, but have this one large central eye in the face, and these sharp, jagged teeth and claws come out. Excuse me. And they are going to. First, I need two of them stare at you, Biero, and I need you to make a pair of Constitution saving throws.
Well, that's awesome.
Awesome
Mm.
sauce.
Good.
Oh!
All right, you succeed on one, but you fail on the second one, and suffer
You suffer.
9 points of necrotic damage.
9.
Actually, I need you to make one more for me there, Biero.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
You
It's gonna be a
suffer
good
an
day.
additional 13 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
13.
13. 1 3. And then Terra is going to have to make a pair of Constitution saves as well.
These aren't spells they're casting. I think
They are not spells, no. So they lock eyes with you, Biero, and you feel hypnotized by them, if but for a second, as if your heart is stopped by fear and your spirit is temporarily tried to be ripped from your body, before you're able to break their gaze as they use their rotting gaze attack against you.
Guys, we've got company and they're ugly.
All right.
When are they not?
No, I
Bosvir
wish I were
actually
blind
looks
again.
Yeah, Bosvir looks kind of nice.
Terra
Never say that.
suffers 8 points of necrotic damage. As one of them affects her, and then they are going to move.
Oh. Oh.
The floating green-skinned balls with large eyes in the center of their body face, who also have these eye stalks, only 4 that come out from around their bodies. This one right here, is going to shoot one ray at Biero and another ray at Fike. Biero.
Who was the one that
Fine.
did just the gaze? Was it also those
It was all those guys that just ran up.
Oh, they had the gaze thing. Gotcha.
Yes, they had the gaze, the rotting gaze. Biero, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Ooh, my specialty.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Shit!
Yep.
Oh no.
You are
Dead.
This ain't Resident Evil.
a bright pink ray comes out and hits you right in the forehead, and a wave of confusion washes over you.
Awesome.
He starts spinning around in a circle.
Yeah, you cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Shit.
And on your turn, we're going to randomly determine who you're going to attack. And then I need Fike to make a Constitution saving throw. You this time a sickly gray slate ray shoots across the battlefield and impacts you in the chest, Fike, and your body stiffens and freezes, and you are unable to move
Shit.
as you are paralyzed. This one is going to fire a ray at Noxus and a ray at Shango.
I didn't do anything to you. Why would you shoot me, Mr. Green Ball?
Also, if you guys would be so kind as to put little icons on yourselves to, because I'm going to have a lot of these to keep track of, to show me what effect you're under. Noxus, I need you to make a. I need you to also make a Constitution saving throw. You get hit with a similar ray to that same slate gray ray that Fike did, and you feel your body lock up and tense up, and you cannot move.
Shit.
And Shango, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come
Geez, guys.
Shit!
That pink ray smashes into your forehead, Shango, and a wave of confusion comes over you as well. And lastly, I need first Ren, you're gonna get a ray,
Of course.
and Tara's gonna get a ray.
Shit.
Ren, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck! Why? I'm gonna use my Indomitable.
Okay.
Hey!
Great. So this time a bright red ray crashes into you right in your heart, Renata. But you and you feel this immense fear of these creatures come over you, but you're able to
Not
grit your
again!
teeth and push that out of your mind and are unaffected.
Had quite enough of
And-
that.
Tara, oh no. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Not her best, not her worst. She gets, the DC is 14. This time a sickly black ray that kind of has this sound to it, or like the sound of souls screaming, crashes into her, so she takes half damage as she gets smashed. And you see by this ray, you see what almost looks like her soul kind of temporarily halfway come out of her body before she's able to will it back into her. So she takes half damage. She takes 7 points of necrotic damage. That ends the surprise round, guys. Fike, can you talk to us yet?
I can talk.
Yay, you can talk. You are confused, yes?
No, paralyzed.
Paralyzed. So you are paralyzed. You can't move. Your eyes can kind of dart around and see what's going on. You see your friends being impacted by all these rays. You see all these strange one-eyed creatures kind of on all fours, like apes almost, kind of come like running up to you and your compatriots. And you lose your turn. However, at the end of your turn, you can make another Constitution saving throw. So you are able to finally you just will your through it, and the paralyzation effect wears off. But that is the end of your turn, unfortunately. Noxus, you too were paralyzed. So you are under the same effect. You're trying to move, and your muscle just locked up. However, at the end of turn, you can make another Constitution save. Unfortunately, you're still just frozen there.
Shit.
You can't move. You can't do anything. That brings us to the one-eyed ground creatures. Alrighty, they come running up. One of them, the one at the top, is going to make 2 attacks against Terra. That would hit. She's going to cast Shield on herself, upping her AC to 22.
To fucking high.
And she watch also as she casts Shield, the arcane ward flares up around her. So she now has 31 extra temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Tries to attack her again and is just unable to get through that shield AC. That other Nothic right next to you is going to attack you twice, Fike, as he lashes out at you with its claws. Speaking in some sort of language that you don't understand.
Bitch, you ugly. Shut up.
16
No,
and 22.
that hits.
Oh shit. You suffer 7 points of slashing damage as you're able to deflect one of the claws away with the other one right across your chest. Your armor absorbing most of it, but you still feel it. Noxus, that one is going to attack you twice. Because you are paralyzed, it has advantage on the attacks. The first one misses. It just scrapes harmlessly across your armor. The second one... Wow, really? A 2 and a 3?
Yes!
So they just ching,
Woo!
ching. His claws just deflect harmlessly off of your armor as it looks upset, and it.
Beautiful.
I try and curse in Draconic, but notice my
You are
mouth won't.
unable to. Yes. Now, Biero, these two guys are gonna unload their attacks on you. That's a 24,
That'll just hit.
a 21,
Also will just hit.
a 17,
That literally just hits.
Oh.
and a 9.
9.
That'll miss.
So from the first, you take 5 points of slashing.
Okay.
6 points. I'm sorry. It was 7 points of slashing. 6 points of slashing. And 11 points of slashing damage.
So only 3 hits and a miss?
Yeah, it was 3 hits and a miss.
So it was 5, 7.
It was 6. I misspoke on the first one. It was 6, 7, and 11.
Okay.
as a flurry of claws come at you. You're completely bamboozled. You're not 100% sure where you are. You have this weird blurred vision. You can't quite figure out what's going on. That ends their turn, bringing us to Ren, who
Okay.
is kind of stuck behind all your buddies.
Can I maneuver my way through between Nox and Shango?
Where are you trying to get to?
There to there.
There to there.
Mm-hmm.
I will say you could get there, but
It's only
ye-
isn't even at half speed, I don't think.
make a acrobatics check for me.
Yep. Boom.
Yeah. So you kind of vault off of Nox's paralyzed form.
Give me Noxus!
I try and
Take a
swear
slash
again.
down at that one as she goes, and then does 2 at the ones on either side of her as she lands. So 1.
15 just barely hits.
Whew! So that one's marked. 1, 2 up by Fike. Gets Wrath.
Obviously 24 hits.
The other one up on Bureau to my left is going to
Yep.
get Boone. And
13 unfortunately misses.
one more for that one because bonus action. Fuck you.
That 20 actually doesn't hit. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, that one hits. So you vault over Noxus with this like crazy gymnast move, do like a half turn, land with a slash into the back of the one engaged with Noxus as you come down, and then bring your 2 arms out and slash into the other 2.
Mark all 3 of them.
Mark all 3 of them.
Right here.
First guy takes 13.
If you would be so kind to deal with others, Vanya, I can take care of these 3.
The one above you took how much? 9, right?
Yes.
And the one below you took the big one.
Mhm.
14, 15, 17. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so that's your turn.
Mhm.
Biero. 1, 2, 3. Roll a d6 for me, and on a 6, I'm gonna have you roll again. 1. So you whip out your Frostbrand rapier, and you make an attack against Noxus with advantage because he's paralyzed. 2 attacks actually with advantage because he's paralyzed.
Shit.
23 hits.
Bureau!
26 hits. Roll damage for both of those.
I believe the correct response is what the fuck, Biero?
I'm rolling very poorly.
So you take 13 and you take 26 points of damage, Noxus, as Biero stabs you with his Frostbrand rapier twice.
Shit.
As he is kind of just like looking around. You can tell he's not in his right mind.
Oh, hell.
How about the ugly creature?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, if Noxus could talk.
However, at the end of your turn, Vero, your senses come back to you as you draw the second strike out of Noxus's shoulder.
Oh shit! Sorry, Noxus.
Welcome back.
Oil can!
Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Alrighty. That ends your turn, Biero. Shango. You
Right.
were confused, yes?
Correct.
Shit.
All right. So there are 3 people within striking range of you. So your weapon, you have a scimitar, right?
Correct.
All right. So you brandish your scimitar, and I'm gonna have you roll a d6. A 1 or a 2 is gonna be Fike. 3 or a 4 is gonna be that Nothic in front of Noxus, and a 5 and a 6
Shit.
is going to be Noxus.
Oh
So
no.
you only have 1 attack though, right? So make it with advantage against Noxus.
I forgot. Like I was sitting here planning my turn. I forgot that I'm
You
confused.
forgot that you were confused.
Yeah. Yes.
And unfortunately, so you hear it, you swing. You can't really tell where you are. There's like you're on like a crazy bad mushroom trip, and you don't really know what's going on. So you just take out your scimitar and swing it wildly, and it clangs against
Yeah.
something. And at the end of your turn, you turn and look at as you pull your sword away from Noxus. Your confusion is over, but that is the end of your turn.
Yeah. I look confused at the scimitar that is literally never used before.
Yeah, the first time you've
I was
ever used it, you
wondering.
try to hit Noxus.
Yep.
Fike is
Solid.
furious.
You still have that?
This pristine weapon that has never been unsheathed.
Still looks pretty. It has like the oil still on it. Like it has that lightning shape that I was saying, right? And
Yep.
it's like now it's a
Yeah.
dent.
Super
has a dent
cool
in the
looking.
front.
I have not seen that since before Whitestone.
Anya, your turn.
All right. Can I get to this Nothic up here, the one next to Tara?
Make an acrobatics check to kind of maneuver through everybody. 13 is good.
That
Good enough.
shouldn't be at disadvantage.
It's a 20, so that's more than good enough.
Okay.
You're able to get like right here.
So I'm going to rage.
Do you rage? I'm assuming you raged first.
Yes. I'll
One
rage
of the
first.
Nothics is going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
I mean, that's
Sure, run
fine.
by. I'm sure you don't care, but I'm just
No.
saying.
not even
Not
a
in the
little.
slightest, especially when he rolls a 12 to hit you.
Yeah, that won't even hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, instead of yelling "witness me," I'm going to shout "fucking wizard bullshit" as I charge the Nothic next to Tara.
Yep.
And I will make a pair of reckless attacks at it.
Okay.
That's what a Nothic
Which
is.
which one swiped at Vanya?
Which one swiped at Vanya?
Yeah, on the way
The
back.
one right in front of you.
Cool.
The one in between you and Nox.
Cool. That's gonna be fun then.
All right, we'll get to that in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question
Alright.
is, did they swipe right or swipe left on Vanya?
They technically would have swiped right. It's right hand. So 12 misses, unfortunately.
There we go.
21 does hit, however. So the first one, it just sees you coming as you're yelling at it, and so it ducks out of the way. However, the second one on the backhand, you cleave into it for... And this is the first attack that hit, and you moved more than 20 feet.
27.
Did you add your ram's helm?
I did not. I assumed that it would
It's the
only
first one
apply
that
to the
hits.
first attack.
First attack that hits,
Okay. So that is
but it only on one of them. So like if you miss with the first
37?
one, 37.
33, I think.
33.
Sorry,
points
33, I
of
think.
33 points of damage. Nice.
I'm going to look at Tara. You wizard, blow them up! And I'll point at the big flying eyeballs.
Do something.
She looks at you. Oh shit! I forgot to roll initiative for Tara.
We know someone.
She
Oh,
was-
shit.
You need to take the inspiring leader feat.
You're
Just
right.
Just for that.
Blow shit up.
We'll say that she was so shocked by everything that she missed her first turn. But anyway, sorry. I totally missed her turn. You know what? We'll take it right now.
Negative now. Ooh.
She is going to. She looks at you and says, "Oh, right. She's going to.
Please blow up the other things.
Point her hand up at this center, little green meatball. And she's going to watch as a familiar red bead of energy flies out at it. Unfortunately, it succeeds on its saving throw against the fireball that she shoots at it. And it is going to use one of its abilities called Spell Reflection. And it is going to redirect the spell
Shit.
at another target within 30 feet of it.
Ooh.
So the spell is actually going to go off right on top of Ren.
Shit.
No.
So I need everybody within 20 feet of Ren,
Shit.
which is all of you, to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Jump wizard.
However, that does include all of the Nothics.
Yay.
Dexterity saving throw coming in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
You actually automatically fail it because you're
Oh,
paralyzed,
shit.
Noxus.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
use luck
Okay,
to
then.
re-roll mine.
Okay.
Whoops, that was not supposed to be at advantage.
I think a bunch of us should have Fike's aura as pluses on that.
Tara would, you would,
Yeah, Terra, Shango, and you would.
Shango, and I think Ren's just out of.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Ren, you're just
only
out.
That's
only
fine. I
10.
nat 20'd it.
So if you got a 17 or less, you failed.
Fike, your bonus is plus 4 or 5? Well, it doesn't matter.
What's your bonus, Fike?
Oh, plus 4.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Shit.
4, 6, 8.
Shit.
So who got a 17 or less?
Me.
Fiero.
I
Biero.
did.
So Nox, Shango, and Biero, you guys fail. Oh, I gotta roll for Tara. She has your aura though, right, Fike?
Mhm.
She does, yes.
Because dexterity is not something she has in spades. Hey, look at that though. She got
Hey, yeah!
She
Nat
can
20
tap
buddies.
Okay. It's a pretty average. Actually, it's pretty good.
Shit, what do I have?
31 points of fire damage.
31 points of fire damage.
31 points of fire damage to everyone who failed their save, and 15 to everyone who succeeded on their save.
Okay.
Just like that, I fell below 50.
Below
Like it, Rod.
15?
50.
Oh, I thought you said 15. I was like, shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not blinking right. I was just kidding.
I'm yellowy orange.
I'm more yellow.
How about those Nothics today?
Yeah, how do the
I haven't-
Nothics?
I'm working on it.
Right.
There's a lot to keep track of here. Give me a sec. First one, natural 20. They succeed.
Shit.
So I'm just starting from the bottom and working my way to the top. Next one up, next to you, Renata.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another natural 20. Holy shit. 2 natural 20s in a row. And the one in front of you, Ren,
Mm-hmm.
that's a natural 2, so he fails. The one above you, Ren, that's a 19, so they succeed. And then the one up by Tara, that's that they also succeed. All right, so this one took full damage. So that brings him down to that. This one took 15. This one took 15. This one took 15. And the one up top took 15. All right, they're all still up. Some of them looking better than others, but yeah, they're all still up. Real quick, did you want to use your thing, Ren, on the guy that attacked Vanya?
He didn't. I realized he didn't actually hit, so he didn't cause damage. So I don't
Oh, okay.
get that
All right, so
attack.
there
But
you
it's
go.
not a reaction anyway. So
So meh.
meh.
Wizard, I said blow them up, not us.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect that was gonna happen. It's never happened to me before.
It's never happened to me before. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Premature explosion.
She looks over at you, Shango, and says, "I hope they're taking notes."
Want to do the results?
Django's hair is on fire.
Not like notes as in that was really good, but like notes as in maybe don't fire magic at them. I don't know. Oh, sorry. She is going to she takes out her she watches, she whips out a battle axe from a back holster. She grips it with two hands and says, maybe it's time to do this the old-fashioned way. That ends her turn. That brings us to the spectators.
They just blew us up.
That's a thing that happens.
That was
on somebody
Tara.
else's turn.
Yeah.
That was Tara. This one at the top is going to fire a pair of rays, one at Ren and one at Vanya. Ren, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit. Fuck.
That is a failure, as you get drilled with that bright pink ray and become confused.
Shit.
Vanya, I need you to make a Constitution save, which is probably pretty good for you. Yeah, you feel that paralyzing effect try to come over you, but you are able to fight it off. The next one right here is going to fire a pair of rays at Vanya and Biero. Biero, you can take that icon off for the moment because you are currently not under the effects of anything.
Okay.
We'll see if that sticks. But Vanya, make a Constitution save.
Okay.
You succeed as that black, jet black ray hits you, so you only take half damage. You take 7 points of necrotic damage. That's after the reduction. That's halved. So you take 7 points of necrotic damage as that ray strikes into you. Biero, I need you to make a Constitution save as well.
Hey.
22,
Nice.
you succeed. You feel your muscles begin to lock up, but you are able to fight that off. You're like, not this time, and you're able to push off the effects on yourself. And then the last one is going to fire a pair of rays, one at Shango and one at Fike. Shango, ooh, I don't think we've had this one yet. I need you. Oh no, we did. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! I zoomed out and I saw another one.
What?
Sorry.
Oh,
I
you
didn't-
zoomed out and saw the third one?
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck are all these rays coming from?
Django, you get struck by that rusty red ray right in the heart, and a wave of fear comes over you. You are currently under the fear condition.
Shit.
You are afraid of that spectator. And then Fike, I need you to make a wisdom saving. 14 is exactly what you need. You feel that wave of confusion try to impress itself onto your mind, but you just grip your holy symbol from Saren Ray and are able to push it away, and it is no longer an issue for you. That ends their turn, bringing us back to the top. Fike, it is your turn.
I don't. All right. The one in front of me is gonna catch it.
All right.
Gonna catch these hands.
16 hits for 17 points of damage.
2 more. Yuck. Yuck.
Yakaka.
Both hit for another 18 points of damage total.
2 9s.
9. You three big slashes across it. It's looks like it's bleeding pretty profusely. This crazy dark purple blood, but it is still up.
That's fine. I'm actually going to. Nope. I'm gonna stay exactly where the fuck I am. I'm just screaming with the Terra. Terra, what kind of fucking creatures are these? Just as a mid swing.
All right, that ends your turn. Noxus, you can try and break your paralyzed. Make a con save.
Come on, Nox. Come on.
Come on, Daddy. Do it for Daddy.
Do it for Pappy.
RNG. Fuck this RNG.
No!
Sorry, buddy.
Kill me now.
You're just unable to fight off this effect.
You know what would have
as
helped
your
us?
body still
Actual
stays locked in
dice.
place. Bringing us to the Nothics. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. So this one is going to make a pair of attacks against you, Biero. 25 and a 10.
The first will
So
hit.
you take 9 points of slashing damage as it rakes its claws across your shoulder and part of your neck. And then you're going to get 2 attacks at you, Renata, from
Yep.
the one just below you.
Yep.
First one misses. Second one misses. A 5 and a 4. So it swings both its claws at you, but you're able to parry them out of the way, no problem. The one in front of you is going to make both its attacks against Nox with advantage because he's still paralyzed.
What about
I know
being
You're
marked?
going to get attacks on him, but
What if it's marked
if
so?
he hits, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh. But those 3 are marked.
Yep.
So that'd still be disadvantage against Noxus. So straight roll.
Oh, so it's a straight roll then. Noxus, that's a 23.
Shit.
Nope. My pinky toe ring does not allow that to happen.
23 and a natural 1. So it hits, and because it's within 5 feet of you, it's a crit.
Shit.
So,
What?
because you're incapacitated.
I thought he's paralyzed.
You are. Part of being paralyzed is you're incapacitated.
I didn't take
like being
crits on
under
all
a
my
hold.
other ones though.
Because it didn't hit you before.
Hmm.
Didn't it?
No.
Well, then I missed it, and you got lucky. And I forgot it. and you got-
no. I don't know. No. Never
Yeah,
mind.
they hit your
Yeah,
armor.
I got
It's
hit
just
by
part of-
Bureau.
No.
I got hit.
Yeah,
by
you got hit by
Bureau.
Bureau,
And
and
then I got hit by a fireball.
and you got hit by a
right.
fireball. So I forgot it, and you got lucky. So it's 13 points of slashing damage. And then the one above you, Ren, is going to attack. It's going to attack you
Okay.
as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's the one you crit earlier, but
Yeah.
miss. and 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right. You take 10 points of slashing damage as it claws across your thigh. And then the one up top is going to swing at you, Vanya, because you did a shit ton of damage to it.
That's fine with me.
21
Yeah, that'll hit.
and 13.
That'll miss.
He has advantage, though, because you recklessly attacked him.
He does indeed.
So the first one was a 21 and a 13, so that hits. The second one is, luckily he had advantage, but he rolled a 1 and a 3, so he misses anyway. So he hits on one of them. You take 9 reduced to 4 points of damage.
9.
And then did you want to use your ability, Ren?
That's still...
The one that hit Nox?
Oh. That would be... Oh, Sentinel. Shit. But I'm confused, so would I be
you
able...
are confused, so you don't have reactions.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So you don't have reactions, unfortunately, at the moment. Sorry. That ends their turn, bringing us to Terra. Terra is going to say, well, let's try something else here. Maybe these little fuckers aren't... immune to magic or can shoot it back at you. And so she is going to cast... She's going to cast a second level magic missile at the one right in front of you, right between you and her, Vanya.
Okay.
Ooh. 16. So she just holds out her hand and these 4 arcane missiles just slam it in the chest for 16 points of damage. That one's looking super rough as there's like this dent in its chest where all the missiles hit. And she goes, oh, I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. I'm kind of glad that worked. That's going to end her turn, bringing us to Ren, who is confused.
Luckily, I have a decent chance of hitting something I want to hit.
You do. There are... I'm going to say Biero is not quite in your range, but Vanya is.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a little off. I mean, if you want him to be, I can put him there. But I'm going to say Vanya is.
Okay.
So
I always knew you wanted to kill me.
So the one right below you is going to be a 1. The one to the left of you is a 2. The one right above you is a 3. And Vanya is going to be a 4. So roll a d4.
Come on. Hey! Yay! Lucky
All
number.
Of your attacks go at the one right above you.
Get wrecked. Is it normal or?
What do you mean normal?
Just not a disadvantage or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Cool. Making sure.
Yep. Straight rolls.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So, shing, 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 shing. You're not 100% sure what you're doing. You're just wildly swinging your blades around, hoping that it hits the right thing. And in doing so, when the confusion goes away from you at the end of your turn, you turn and look around, praying and hoping that you didn't inflict a whole bunch of damage on one of your friends, and you look to your right and you see in several different pieces one of the Nothics on the ground. However, that is the end of your turn as the confusion ends. Biero, your first turn where you're under control of yourself.
Beautiful. Which Nothic fell? Is it still on the map, or?
No, it's gone. It's one by Vanya.
Okay, then I am going to... see if I can get super fancy, but I'm going to take out the loot and do a wall of fire with some Johnny Cash,
Okay.
and it's
Ring of fire.
to be
Burns,
if my drawing
burns.
tool. I'm gonna try to do it like this,
Okay.
if that's allowed.
I don't see why it wouldn't be. Right? You can shape the wall however you want, right?
Yeah, 60 feet long is.
Or does it specifically say that it has to be a straight line? If it doesn't, then
No, it just says 60 feet long.
okay. Yeah, and I'm assuming you want the fire to face away from you.
Yeah, I am not currently confused.
All right. You sure about that? I mean, it's a little chilly down here. So those two Nothics have to make dex saves.
Yep.
Alrighty. They're kind of dexy. Fail for the one guy. Second guy gets a 17 exactly though, so he takes half damage.
Sweet.
So this guy down here takes 12 points of damage. And the one above him takes 6 points of damage. As the fire shoots up into the sky. How tall is that wall of fire?
20 feet tall.
Sorry?
20 feet?
20 feet tall, alrighty. So that's your action as you pull out the loot, and this wall of fire splits the battlefield in half a bit. Anything else?
Yep, with my bonus action, I'll turn to Nox and say, "Shake it off, man." And
Shake it off.
Ah!
toss him an inspiration.
Alright, you got a D10 inspiration. there,
Yes.
Yay!
Nox. Esbiro gives you a wink. Shango.
All right. Yeah. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna step back this way.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna take a swipe at you.
Should be a disadvantage, right? Because he's marked.
Yeah. Yep. Natural 1 because of disadvantage. Otherwise, it would have been a 24.
Yay. And then I'll.
Oh wait, what effect? Oh, you have the fear effect on you. Yep.
Yeah, it's fear, right? So I can't. I'm afraid of one of these guys.
You're afraid of the
flying.
spectators. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, does wall of
Yeah.
fire block line of sight?
Yep.
For...
It's 20 feet high. So they're floating at like 20, 25 feet high. So you could see them over the wall.
Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I still see them, but fear disadvantage on attacks when I can't move closer.
And
right?
ability checks, and you can't move closer.
And ability checks. Okay, and I can't move closer. All right. And then I will point me sword down this
Yeah, these
way.
crazy looking floating heads with these eye stalks and this crazy tongue coming out. They're crazy looking.
Yeah. So they
I'll-
didn't
I'll-
actually take a swing, right? Since he wasn't moving.
He
He
missed.
did take a swing. He just
Oh.
missed.
Then Sentinel. I'm not confused now.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
But doesn't? Oh, that's Sentinel, not the other one.
Yep. Fuck off.
17 hits for 16 points of damage as you leave a big gash in his back, and that same crazy purple blood is spilling out pretty profusely.
And marked him. No.
Your turn, Shango?
Yes, I'll point my sword down this way, and I'll throw a quicken cast, a shatter, 2nd level, to hit these two guys.
You can't
So,
see
like-
those two guys through the wall.
I don't think I need to
The
see
wall
them.
of fire. Do you have to? Does it say in the spell a point you can see within range?
Satellite recognize from a point of your choice within range.
Oh, it doesn't say point you can see.
No.
No, point of your choice.
If I just hit that, it doesn't get it in the chat. Does it just gets the...
You gotta hit the little talk bubble, I think, in order to throw it in the chat. On the actual spells page.
I need to go to the spells page. Ugh. Technology's hard.
There you go.
So point Choice. No, it doesn't. So yeah. So no. Yeah. So they both have to make
Con save.
con saves. Natural 1 on the first guy. I'm like all over the place tonight. 20s 1, 21. And the
There's
other
numbers
guy.
in the middle.
Yeah, there are there though.
Last I checked.
He's pretty 17 for the second guy. So
So
so one fails, one succeeds. So
Yeah.
this guy fails. He takes
takes
the full 11.
Yep. And then the other one
Uh,
gets 5 from
The other
ball.
one gets 5. So you guys hear what sounds like a crack of thunder that echoes through the halls as that goes on. You said you were quicken spell?
Yes,
Quicken?
that's my bonus.
Yeah. I swear to God, I can talk, guys.
Yeah.
Quicken
And then
spell.
for my regular action, like I'm gonna pull the sword back in a big arc and sheath it, and as I'm arcing it, there's a wind that lashes out, and I'll twin cast haste on Ren and Vanya.
All right,
Hey.
those guys you do have to be able to see what you can.
Yep.
Yeah, so Vanya and Ren, you guys speed up as the rest of the world slows down. As this Vanya, it's the first time I think it's not the first time, but this
Nope,
like
second time.
strange, like localized, almost like tornado or whirlwind whips up around you for a second as you feel yourself speed up. So you're
And,
concentrating on that. And
yep.
then at the end of your turn, you can try and make a wisdom save to save out of your fear, unless you wanted to move some more.
Yes. See ya.
Deuces.
Yep, bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya, nerds!
It was a
Good
wisdom.
luck,
for the-
everybody.
Wisdom save. Yeah, wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are able to shake the fear. You break line of sight with them. You're like, okay, my plan worked. This is going a lot better now.
All according to Keikaku.
Yeah, you pull out a paper bag.
We good.
Nice. That ends your turn, Shango. That brings us to Vanya, who's hasted.
Yes.
I'm going to reckless attack this Nothic that's next to me and Terra
All right.
to start things off. Die already! That's a 27.
Okay, I'm
And-
turning you
Why
down
don't you
slightly,
go-
David.
Yeah. Why don't you
Cool.
go ahead and roll damage for that one?
What's
Yeah.
that, 20 damage.
So you just big vertical swing, whooshing, and you just kind of like, and your axe goes all the way to like its navel, and it kind of like splits apart, like a split log almost, as that one falls to the ground dead.
Then I'll move over to this one, and I can't see anything through the wall of fire, so I'm just going to move over to this one and get to work on it as well. And continue
Okay.
with the
That also hits. Go ahead and roll damage for 13, and that one also you swing from the bottom to the top this time as you catch it between the legs, and you come up to about the sternum before it stops as it splits from the bottom half this time like a wishbone as that one slumps to the ground dead.
Alrighty. And I guess I'm gonna move over here and just stand at the wall, doing my best to focus on the spectators through it. And
From that angle, you would not be able to see the spectators.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait for the wall to drop because everything
Okay.
else is on the other side.
Yeah, and you feel like you're on speed right now. You're just like, you guys see it? You guys can hear Vanya being like,
Do you
he's
want to go to the park,
growling,
Vanya?
he's growling at a faster pace than he usually does. That
Big
brings us
Chihuahua
to-
growl.
That
It's like
brings
a-
us-
It's just a
Sorry.
continuous growl
Yeah.
at this point.
Didgeridoo growl.
that brings us to the spectators. The spectators, you watch as they are going to float upwards. However, you only see 2 of them appear up over the wall.
Shit.
And they are going to unleash rays. We'll say they're going to float a little bit higher and a little bit closer. so they can get the angle. They still can't see with the angle Biero, Ren, or Vanya, but they do have lines on Terra, Fike, and Noxus
Shit.
because they're back away from the
No.
wall. So the one at the top is going to fire a ray at Fike and Terra. So Fike, I'm going to need you to make a Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's going to send both its rays at you.
What?
Yep. Because the other one's going to send both.
Mike.
Because the other one's going to send both of its rays at Terra. So you feel that red beam hits you, and the fear tries to overtake you, but you're too brave for that, and you fight it off. However, I need you to make a Constitution save for that next one.
Yes.
You succeed, so you only take half of this.
Not afraid to take a stand.
10 reduced to 5 points of necrotic damage. And then the other one's going to fire 2 rays at Terra. That one. Ooh, okay. Terra needs to make a pair of. Needs to make a wisdom. Yeah, so she, you watch as that pink confusion ray hits her, but she's able to shake that right off.
Yes.
And she does get hit with that black necrotic ray as well, though.
No.
Biro, your girlfriend's badass.
She takes 9 points of 9 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
As that slams into her, and she says, "I really don't like these things." That brings us back to the top of the order. Fike.
I'm going to run over to Nox. I'm going to pull out my centaur prayer necklace
Prayer beads.
and and cast Lesser Restoration out of one of the beads to remove a condition from Nox.
That is a bonus action out of the beads as well. So Noxus,
Yes!
Fight comes running over, puts his hand on your shoulder, and you watch as this golden radiant light of Saren Ray flows into your body, and your muscles relax, and you are able to move again.
So as his muscles relax, he goes, "Fuck!"
Welcome back, Noxus. We may need some flight.
We need you.
Give
We
me a
need you.
minute.
All right. No, you're now. So that's a bonus action, so I could use
Yep.
an action. All right.
Yes.
You're getting 22 hit points from like.
You get 22 hit points from Fike as he uses his lay on hands to heal you up.
And with that, you hear him go, "Holy shit, that's a lot! Wow, oh, I feel much better."
Does that end your turn, Fike?
No. I'm going to run, so they cannot see me. So I will run next to Vanya.
All right, so you run over to the wall just to the side of it. It's weird. You're standing next to this enormous wall of fire and so close to it that you feel like it should be burning you, but it's completely fine on your side.
And then Vanya is foaming from the mouth, so I move a little bit farther away.
That ends your turn, Fike. Noxus.
He looks around. He's like, "Oh fuck, everything's dead." I can see those specters, right?
The spectators, from your angle, you can see. You can see both. They're like just over the top, like, of the wall.
Then for now, I will cast. Which ones do I see? These two over here.
The only two that are there at the moment, yeah.
Oh, where'd the third one go?
He did not rise up over the wall. You're not sure.
It's a mystery.
The mystery. So then, yeah, I will shoot at that one that's closest to Pike.
All right. With what?
Eldritch Blast.
All right. Make your attacks.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
1, 2, 3.
Hit, miss, hit.
Cool.
So 24 points of damage.
Man, that would have been a really good hit if all 3 hit. Oh, wow. That would have been a doozy.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
And with that,
You watch it,
for my...
and it gets hit, and it kind of like spins in place until it's able to like correct itself, like this weird ball that's not affected by gravity, but it rights itself, and it looks over at you, and its tongue kind of lashes around, and you hear in the back of your mind, "That was not nice."
I flip
Ooh.
it off.
Oh,
And then I, for my free action, I will summon the spear, and I
Okay.
will use the necrotic resistance.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So for the next minute, you have resistance to necrotic damage. That ends your turn, Noxus. That brings us to those Nothics who are going to... You are unaware of this because you can't see them through the wall, but they are going to move back away from the wall and hold their turn.
Shit.
Tara is going to... What's Tara going to do? She is going to move up to you, Ren, and say, how'd you like to get close to one of those big floaty fuckers?
Yes, please.
All right. And she's going to hold her turn. You go right after her, but mechanically what she's going to do is hold her action until your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, get ready. This is going to happen quick. And
Ready.
she casts... so she says, get ready to start swinging. And she is going to cast Dimension Door on you and her, on the pair of you, as you appear right there
Yeah.
next to it. And you, right before you start falling, you can make your attacks if you like.
Yes. Just suddenly surprise, bitch. Boom. Okay.
Rise, motherfucker!
Cheese fries, motherfucker. Hits.
Fuck off.
Motherfucker.
Fuck
Hits.
off. Fuck off.
Motherfucker.
That
Fuck
misses.
Motherfucker.
off.
That hits. You got one more because you're hasted.
Oh, right.
Motherfucker.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, thank Shango.
Thanks, Django.
That hits as well. So how much damage did you just do to that?
Good question.
Around the corner you hear, you're welcome.
She pretty much killed it. Killed it.
She might have, I don't know.
3 plus
That's a lot of
I
damage.
have 49.
3, 50.
50? Alright. If you would have hit with all 5, you might have killed it.
Fuck!
But you, as you're falling, you just start swinging wildly at it. You hit and connect 4 times, and there's blood just pouring out of it. I do, however, need you and Tara to make acrobatics checks as you fall 30 feet.
Can I forego mine to catch her or something like that?
No.
Aw,
That would be more of an athletics thing.
I can do that, but I also have
And a
that.
disadvantage, but acrobatics she's not great at. All right. So you only take half damage from this, Ren.
Okay.
Ooh. So you take 6 points of fall damage, Ren. Tara takes Tara takes 13.
Do I at least plow that thing into the ground on the way down?
No, that would have involved a grapple.
Shit.
Hold on, I'm riding like a bull.
But is bleeding extremely profusely. However, the two of you land right next to the scummy water. So I need
Shit.
wisdom saves from the both of you.
Shit. Come on.
You're fine,
Not this time.
as is Tara.
Yay.
You're able to push away that suppressive force. Tara, however, at the end of her turn, is going to use the rest of her movement to go over. Oh, Jesus Christ. Over to here, underneath that thing, moving away from the wall of fire, so she's not within, I believe it's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Or actually, she held her turn, so she doesn't get to do that. So she ends her turn. God damn it. Within 10 feet. As do you, unless you want to use the rest of your movement to get away from the wall, Ren.
Shit.
I have a
She's
technical
got to
question.
make a dex save.
I have a technical question. Didn't Tara's turn end already, and this is right now Ren's turn?
Yeah, I mean, she's...
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation, right?
It's a weird situation. Roll damage for the wall of fire, Bureau. Are you moving away from it, Ren?
No, I'll stick by her by now, just in case.
All right, so make a dex save.
Okay.
So you take half of that.
Oh, so 8. Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot to. Yeah, she takes all of it. She's doing all right. As you guys land hard on the ground, that ends. Biero, you're up.
All right. Looks like all the action. So I am going to cast Greater Invisibility and allow the wall to fall.
All right. So the wall dissipates.
The wall falls.
As the wall dissipates, you had cast Greater Invisibility on yourself, Biero.
Correct.
The two Nothics look right at you. And I need you to make a pair of con saves.
Sweet. Let's see.
As apparently, they can see you even though you're invisible.
Of course.
Great.
Shit.
Rutro.
Ruh-roh,
Those
Raggy.
are 2 fails. You get hit with their rotting gaze, which they were holding each. From the first one, you take 10 points of necrotic damage. And the second one, you take 13 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make another pair of concentration con saves for concentration.
Come on.
You maintain concentration.
Yeah.
You are still invisible, even though apparently you see.
I'm still uselessly invisible.
Hey, you never know. The Nothics might be okay. The Nothics might not see you. You don't know.
You mean the spectators?
The spectators, you mean?
Oh, wait. Which one's hit?
The Nothics hit it.
Nothics.
Oh, the Nothics hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shit.
You still have a bonus action and movement on your turn, Bureau, if you want to use it.
I will.
Ren's been watching a lot of TNG.
Yep.
I will healing word
Always.
myself as a bonus action.
Okay. For 12. Gonna move or stay put?
I am going to.
Oh, also, you guys notice now is gone, and especially Tara and Ren when you guys came up over the wall. That third spectator, you don't know what they're called, but that third
Yeah.
creature that looked like the other two is nowhere to be seen.
It's like, one is missing.
Um,
I
Shango.
will stay where I'm
Oh.
at. Yeah.
All right, Shango.
All right.
You are unaware of any of that stuff that just happened.
Yeah, I just hear a lot of noise
Yeah.
around the corner. So I'm like, okay, fine as this, fine I am. We can do this. Stepping back around the corner, I'll see Fire's gone, Piero's gone. Does Noxus look pretty hurt?
I don't know. How do you look, Nox?
You're muted.
I would say I am light green to yellow.
Okay, so he doesn't look too bad. Okay, so
Looks better than he did when you went back there. Looks like he got a little bit of healing.
We
Whether
got some
from
help there.
himself or someone else, you're not sure.
I don't really see Biero, so I'm just gonna keep stepping around him. Look up the flying thingies, think for a second, and then shoot a ray of frost at this guy.
That guy, make your attack.
Oh.
Now,
Disappears into the darkness beyond.
let's see.
Unfortunately,
Take
sorry,
you guys
buddy.
almost 30, so I can. I'll be like, all right,
Peace.
see you next time, folks.
Keep forgetting you have that mobile feed.
And I'll
Okay, bye.
step back around the corner a little bit.
All right.
He also can move. He can also move 10 feet when he casts a first level spell.
Yeah, he's pretty.
That was a
mobile.
cantrip, but yeah.
That was a cantrip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, first level spell
Vanya.
and then bonus action. Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna charge straight at this one down here.
Alrighty.
So
And you're
that's
moving at least 20 feet, so.
Sure am.
So you watch as Vanya does another one of his head down charges at the creatures.
Straight at this motherfucker.
He's like a bull.
Head down, charging at him like a ram.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 25 for 30 damage.
That includes your ram's helm.
Yep.
30 damage. That thing is looking like it's... So you smash into it and swing your axe at the same time. It falls back and has to like catch itself. He's barely hanging on.
Well,
27 hits.
I got 2 more attacks. It's another 15
that one
for him.
you swing horizontally this time, and his head goes spinning as it falls to the ground dead.
Nice.
And I'm gonna.
As you are sprayed with purple blood.
Oh no.
We should
And now I'm
probably
gonna.
like, yes.
And then hasted attack at the one next to me.
That
You're
also
very
works.
different.
For 19 points of damage.
Another 19. Oof.
No, 19.
But I'm gonna look up.
That one's
Look
looking
at-
like it's on its last legs too, but still standing.
Gonna look up at the spectators. Get down here, cowardly eyeballs!
Red just
And I'm
ow.
done. And I'm done.
All right. That ends your turn, bringing us to the spectators. They are going to...
How high are they at the moment? 60 feet or so?
They're
40?
30 feet up,
30, okay.
and he's going to move there. And this one is going to move there. And they are going to shoot a bunch of rays. One of them shooting 2 rays at you, Vanya. Shooting 2 rays at Ren.
Okay.
Vanya, I need a wisdom and a pair of wisdom saves, it looks like.
Oof.
Success.
I will.
Oh.
I will. Where the hell is it? I have this thing, and I'm going to re-roll that second one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 rays hit you, and they try to impress some sort of force on your mind, but you just you're too mad to be confused or afraid. I mean, you're raging. You're already confused. But like your confusion has
That's
nothing.
one way to describe it.
Yeah. But you're able to just push those effects out of your mind without any issue. Ren, I need a wisdom and a con
Okay.
in that order.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck!
All right.
Fuck!
Oh. So you become confused as that light pink ray hits you, and you suffer 17 points of necrotic damage.
Maybe I switch to drop that haste.
And you are confused, and you're not 100% sure. Your spatial awareness is off, and you're not 100% sure what's going on.
Oh, not again.
That ends their turn, bringing us back to the top of the order. Fike.
Okay. I might need a tiny bit of help with this. I need to run 30 feet towards the nothing. So I'm gonna get there. So could someone draw a line for me so I don't lose it?
30 feet would be like just on the opposite side of him.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna hit him with
your first
scimitar.
attack.
Yeah.
All right, make your attack. That hits. Roll damage. Yeah. You. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
I just want to stab and use the momentum of my swing just to vault over him. He's not even my target. He's just in the.
Yeah. So you kind of flip your scimitar around and hold it overhand as you come running, and like a pole vaulter, jam it into his shoulder blades and vault over him, and then wrench the thing through as it like cuts up over and through his shoulder blade, completely severing off its one arm, and just all sorts of blood just pours out onto your legs and feet, Vanya, as it slowly bleeds out, taking just long enough to die to regret a lot of its life choices.
And I'm going to dash the other 30 feet towards this floating eyeball of death, and I'm going to take my scimitar and just wing it at it.
Throw it at it?
Yeah.
One arms master, just.
All right, so you're getting right underneath it, or?
Well, I mean, it's as I'm running, I'm just gonna.
As you're running, all right, you chuck
Way
it.
up the butt.
29 hits.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage. So you throw your scimitar. Woof, woof, woof. Think it sinks into it, and it loses about like 10 feet of height before it's able to regain it. It is barely alive.
Cool. I have tons more weapons. What's this? Rapier?
I think you don't have any more.
I don't have any more. Oh no, you're
Any
right.
more attacks, because you're not using your scimitar as speed, so you can't attack as a bonus action.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I
offense?
used my scimitar of speed
Yeah,
as an action.
But you have
and
to
then-
attack with your scimitar of speed as the bonus action. So you have a bonus action left. You just can't attack with it.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
that's
actually,
only...
you used your bonus action to dash. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right.
So your scimitar is like in it, and it's like barely holding on and barely moving.
Yeah, and I gotta be touching that sword to smite it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That ends your turn. Noxus, you're up.
Would I please have a line
To where?
to where my line is right now?
I can't see your line right now.
Your line disappeared.
Yours is line not showy. There it is.
That's my line.
Can you see my line now?
I can.
So yeah, that area. Okay, so I will move 30 feet of the.
Okay.
For mechanical flavor purposes, as I run, you can tell me if I can do this or not. I want to run. Well, no, they're almost dead. So yeah, I'll just cast another.
Is somebody doing raspberries? Like, or
Mm,
Oh,
Lord
okay.
knows.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, what is that noise?
I will cast
Eldritch
elephant
Blast.
snot. Yeah, elephant snot. Yeah, no, Eldritch blast at that
Okay.
one behind Fike.
All right. Make your attacks.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 3.
Alrighty. So the 26 hits. Hold on one second. All right. So the 24 and the 26 both hit for 20 points of damage. However, the 13 misses, and it's going to use its spell reflection to redirect that at Fike. So you need to make another attack roll against. Does that hit you, Fike?
No, that doesn't hit me.
All right. So you see one of Nox's Eldritch Blast goes streaking just over your shoulder. Sorry, what was that, Shango? If you pick up your token and right click,
Okay.
I
You know,
don't know the answer to that.
Alright, so if I, but you know that, right? If I pick up my token and right click, I get that measurement and I can move my token around. But I don't think anyone sees that line.
Nope.
Besides
No,
me,
I don't
right?
see it.
Okay.
You have to drop it for it to update for everybody else.
Yeah. Okay.
How high are they? 30 feet, you said?
30 feet up, yeah.
All right, that's not gonna work. Okay, I don't think I can do anything else, so that's my turn.
All right. Well, that would be the Nothic's turns, but they're all dead. So Terra is going to say, I wonder if this will work. And she is going to cast at the one that you did, that you threw your scimitar at, Fike. She's going to cast a first level magic missile at it. And mechanically, because it's not a saving throw or an attack roll, it can't reflect it.
Yeah.
automatically-
My favorite thing is like, let's figure this out. And then I'm just like, why are you trying new shit?
She's curious by nature. So
Like you're
12
naughty by
points of
nature.
damage. Yeah, 12 points of damage as the 3 arcane missiles impact the spectator as it gets drilled. You watch as its eyes close, all of its eyes close and go dark as it starts to fall from the ground, fall from the sky. Fike, I'm gonna need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you can catch it before it falls in the water
Oh yeah.
with your scimitar in it.
Oh. Nice.
So you stand underneath it, just at the edge of the water, and you grab it. However, with your proximity to the water,
You cut out for the last part.
make a wisdom save because of your proximity to the water. You are able to catch it and pull your scimitar out before it falls into the water, but the water splashes up onto you. Luckily, you're able to fight off any sort of maddening effects it might have on your mind. That is gonna. She will move over here, and that will end Terra's turn. Ren,
I'm confused.
you are confused, so you need to move. Hold on. Sorry, the target can't move. What kind of ranged weapons you?
That's a good question. Well, I have the
Wrist
the
rocket.
wrist crossbow.
And what's the range on that? The first increment
30,
range?
right?
30 feet. 30 feet.
30? All right, so Terra's a 1-2. Vanya's a 3-4, and
This is not how I wanted to
Nox
use
is
this
a
first.
5-6.
Not how I want to use this.
Nox is getting shot in the back. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Luckily, you
Shit.
can only make one attack with it
Yeah.
because you're not a crossbow expert.
Yep. Be shit. Be shit. Oh, damn it. Now my thing got messed up. Hold on.
Not the thing.
Julie, do the
Hey! Yes! Yes!
So you hear twang as something strikes the back of your breastplate, Noxus. And you turn around and you can see Renata with her eyes kind of glazed over, holding up that crazy wrist crossbow weapon that fight gave her, and then your confusion fades, Renata, and you realize what you've done.
Apologies,
I kinda
Noxus.
I look at her and I just go, the fuck?
Apologies, Noxus. And look, apologies, Spike.
I love confusion effects.
It was useful. Nobody died because
That's true.
However, with the natural 1 on it, it does appear to be not working anymore.
Oh. Oh. Sorry,
Require
Spike.
repairs. That ends your turn, Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Viero.
Okay, so we have.
Only one
Just
enemy
one
you can see at the
spectator.
moment. Yep.
Okay. Then in that case, and he's way up in the air, right?
He's 30 feet up in the air. Just at the edge of your 60-foot dark vision because of the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm just guessing on that. I'm not actually doing math. I'm just roughly guesstimating.
Just some convincing.
Let's hand
Oh,
crossbow
but
him.
Vanya's drift globe's going too, though, so
Yeah, so you can see it.
he's definitely in dim light.
All right. I'll move a bit closer.
Okay. You feel
and-
something brush past you, though there's nothing there to see, Vanya.
Okay.
Some wizard bullshit.
He's just like more wizard bullshit in this wizard bullshit.
Let's try a vicious mockery.
Oh, all right.
And
What do you
I'll
say to viciously mock it?
say, "Hey, ugly." That's all I can think of at the moment.
What's the DC?
17.
17 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Something eyebrows.
Rolled a 16. So it fails the save, so it takes 7 points of damage as it turns, looking for the sourceless point of this insult, and you see its face kind of get sullen for a minute, as you are unaware of this, but beholders and the like think themselves to be perfect entities, and so you see it get kind of depressed for a second. But is still floating, just barely.
Something about having too many eyes and still not being able to see how ugly you are.
Oh, does that end your turn, Viero?
No, while healing myself again.
All right. For 10. Shango.
All right. I'll step back into the action over here. Take a quick look around. See that no one is currently dying, which is good.
Can I say, Dom, you look entirely too comfortable for this situation.
I do,
Right?
I stated it before we started.
Yeah, we go like this. This is what times.
I'm gonna buy one of those $600 beanbag chairs and just.
Oh shit! Oh, it's too far
For
away.
the situation your character's in, you seem far too comfortable.
Have one of those.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll look up the guy and I'll check a ray of frost at him.
Alrighty, make your attack. 29 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll
Yep.
damage.
14 cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, sweet.
Woo!
You haven't had one in a while.
It's been a long time, yeah. I think so. Anyways, yeah, so I'll check the ray of frost at it, and it's actually gonna hit, like, the tongue is lolling out pretty far, so it actually hits the tongue and it starts freezing the entire tongue, and it just brittles and like freezes all the way back into his mouth, and like it shatters into pieces as then he starts floating down or falling down.
So you hit the tongue, and it starts from there and until his entire body freezes over like it's just been ducked in liquid nitrogen, and then it falls, and as it hits the ground, like the T-1000, it just shatters across the ground in a million pieces.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
It counts.
I didn't get how do you want to do this for that.
Yeah, it's true.
As you shouldn't have.
Alrighty, you guys take a moment and appear to be out of danger. Noxus, I do need you to make a quick wisdom save for me, due to your proximity to the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna second wind.
Well, you guys aren't gonna be able to hear me talk.
Hey.
You don't know. What...
Oh, that's much better.
23, yeah. You can feel the oppressive force reaching out to your mind from the water, but you're able to shrug it off for the moment.
No. Not again.
Well, Tara, based on what you described, I think we can guess we're in or near one of their territories.
Go. So throw my scimitar at the noise.
There was still the third one.
Well, I mean, from what I could tell, at least all of these entities have minions that they send out and around. I don't know if they were just out looking for me because they could tell that there was someone here, or if they have tasks that they're set upon. But also, when you step back out of that area, Shango, the doors...
Oh, they start closing.
They close.
Gotcha.
Hey, guys, can
Wonderful.
you get away from this water, please?
Yes. Stepping back.
Okay, then. So, where were we? And I pull out my ritual book again and start
No,
casting
stop.
it over.
For the love of God, and I cast Detect Magic.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the little boys real quick.
Waited 6.5 minutes and then almost died. Because you and this fucking book just cast the damn spell.
He cannot.
I know
I
Shango
don't
can't.
Yeah,
I know
I don't
Shango
have it
physically
perfect.
can't.
Yeah.
It not perfect system.
I'll get some water, be right back.
Oh, actually, I should use the Pearl of Power first.
So, D&D Beyond, everybody.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Let's make a little note for Bill right here.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna update that because I'm at 100 hit points. So I'll just use that.
D and Dizzle.
Do that. I used my second wind. Didn't use my action
Alright.
surge.
Right.
And back. All right. So you cast Detect Magic,
Yes.
Fike,
Quick
as
thing.
your eyes kind of glaze over with arcane light.
Fury. Arcane Fury.
The fury.
Funny way to describe it.
As you guys step back in, the doors to the sides as the room opens back up.
Do you see anything?
Just somebody stay, close to the doorway.
The doors seem to have a simple enchantment on them.
I'll walk inside the room and see if anything lights me up.
As you walk inside the room, the door, nothing seems to light up. However, the doors begin to close quickly.
Whoa!
Vanya
Are
steps
you
in
guys-
between them.
Are you
and
stepping?
tries
You're
to-
stepping in between them.
Yes.
I'm trying to
and
grab
try
Fike.
hold
So at this point, you have looking at them, you have a choice. You can either jump into the room with Fike or jump back.
Can I
Otherwise,
try
they're
and
gonna-
hold? Can I try and hold them open?
You can try. They are huge metal doors that are closing at an extremely fast velocity.
I'm gonna basically somersault to get by Fike so he's not alone.
I will see Vanya try and do it, and I will as he's.
You don't have the time, Nox.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. That's what I'm gonna go do if whatever happens.
I will jump in with them.
Vero, you don't have the time. You're too far back to get in with them.
Okay.
All right, so you guys, so the two of you jump in, and the doors slam shut behind you. And I need everybody else other than Fike, Renata, and Vanya to go into secrets.
Oh. Okay.
As you guys jump in just out of the way of the doors as they slam shut, king, 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 king. You kind of stop and get your wits about you. Fike, there is no magical essence coming from anywhere in the room. Any objects in the room. There is still just that simple wooden table across the way with a single chair in front of it. As you kind of and Ren, as you stand back up after having kind of like barrel rolled into the room, you look around and you watch as the lights don't go out. Like your drift group doesn't go out, but it almost like gets pushed back and contracts a bit, as if it's pushing against some sort of force. And you watch as in a slowly rising mist of shadow and smoke, you see a familiar entity that Renata and Fike you have seen once before. Renata, you've seen twice before. As this Holocaust cloak wearing individual with bony skeletal hands that appear out from under it and a hood that comes up hiding its withholding its any facial image from view, sits down on the opposite side of the desk and fans out 10 cards face down on the table. You look and vents open up on the walls and a green smoke begins to fill the room. And I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Shit.
You're muted, Ren.
No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry. It looked like your mouth was moving.
I'm gonna use luck to re-roll that con.
We have
Okay.
you have an aura, right?
You
He does.
do. Yes, he does.
My aura is automatically added, but yes, I
Okay.
have an aura. So you have a.
So you guys each get +4, but you didn't. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
God, it is mine.
you each take only 3 points of poison damage as you begin to cough and hack as the room fills with a poisonous fume. And the figure extends out his skeletal hand and gestures over the cards and to the single chair in front of it.
I don't know what exactly this is, but it seems like a challenge to me. So I'll go and sit in the chair.
As you guys
Vanya.
watch as Vanya crosses
No,
the
no,
room
no.
and sits down in the chair.
Not this time.
As
You
the
know not
figure
what you
says
deal
it,
with.
You hear Renata say from behind you, Vanya.
Allow me
don't
this.
think-
I've dealt with it before.
I've got this. Narrator's note. He definitely does not.
It has its hands steepled, its skeletal bony fingers steepled in front of it. And as you sit down, Vanya, you can now have a bit of an angle. You see a skeletal chin and jaw protrude just from underneath the hood as smoke and shadow appears to drift off of this figure. A very almost, to give you perspective, like a Grim Reaper-ish type of individual. As you guys continue to talk and debate about what to do, I need you to make another round of Constitution saves, the three of you.
Okay.
I'm not debating. This is bullshit.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Not,
not
tr-
debating
Maybe
either.
you're not, but
not trying to debate, trying to get him away from that.
Vanya, you fail.
I figured.
The other two succeed. Vanya, you take 13 points of poison damage. The other two take 6. The poison gas is filling up the room more and more, and you get the sense that the more it fills up the room, the more damage it's doing to you.
Mm.
The figure gestures with one bony finger over the cards again.
Quickly.
I will grab a card.
You're gonna grab a card?
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Roll a d10, as there are 10 cards in front of you. 3.
As I'm pulling the card, I ask him, "So who the fuck are you?"
It doesn't respond verbally in any way.
Ren is really
You know,
fucking
if you
worried.
want, we could settle this instead of with cards and poison
This is not what you think it is.
with a good old-fashioned arm wrestle instead.
You pick up the card and turn it over and set it on the table. You see an image of a blasted hellfire landscape with flames issuing forth all over the place. Some sort of burning hellfire landscape. And you close your eyes for a split second and see a flash image in your mind of a large, red-skinned, scaled, winged, horned individual turn from a similar landscape, look at you, point at you, and you hear a voice in my head say, "You are my quarry." And you come back to the room that you're in. As that happens, the doors begin to open up and the poisonous fume disappears.
What the hell?
Huh.
What
Bill
did you
actually has a
do?
really good, Bill has a really good sci-fi one.
Other structure for numbers, right? Forgot about that one.
Did the doors open?
Yep. He watches the doors open. Vanya is sitting in that chair across the way. And you can see Vanya, Ren, and Fike are coughing and hacking up. And there's a green fume that appears to be dissipating.
There's a fume in there, you said?
Yeah,
I'll step
but it
up
appears to
and
be dissipating.
Wherefore didst you do that, Vanya?
start casting gust to like push it away from folks.
Yeah.
That was not a challenge you wished to take.
What happened?
I don't understand the meaning of that phrase.
Ren just kind of looks back a little bit terrified. The deck.
Wait,
Deck?
wait, the deck? Again?
You found a deck.
Wait a minute, where's Fike? What happened to Fike? What the fuck happened to Fike?
I wandered past you, just coughing and
Yeah.
hacking.
I'll point the other direction, like he ran past you that way.
Oh.
Alive,
damn
everyone
it.
is. Themselves, everyone is.
Nobody's tethered to anybody?
I know.
So who the fuck was that?
Keep up.
Ned?
I know not. I only know the deck.
You only know the what?
Yeah, I only know the what.
The deck.
What deck?
You touch the
Weirdest
force
deck
you
of
should
cards I've
not.
ever seen.
What, did y'all pull a card?
He looks at Vanya at that.
I did.
What card did you pull?
Did I see the actual card itself?
Yeah, it was as I described it to you, in that there was a more stylized image of the entity you saw on the card. The
Is the
one that you
card
saw flash in your brain.
is the card still there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my belt. Apparently, I have a new rival.
Wait, what?
Someone
I knew
else to hunt after this biosphere?
No, just somebody who said they were going to hunt me.
Oh.
I didn't get the chance to say I'd hunt him back.
Well,
Oh,
that
boy.
sounds like a problem for another time. Is there
Sure does.
anything else in that room that we need to investigate?
Oh, clear. We're good. You guys are wandering into a room filled with chlorine gas. Just letting you
Yeah.
know.
Ren is just kind of glaring slightly at Vanya. That was foolish, and she turns away and kind of storms out.
Well then, let's pick another direction.
Away from
Oh,
water,
yeah.
please.
Vanya, alright, and so yourself you are.
Sorry?
Alright, and yourself you are, Vanya?
Yep. I believe so.
Vanya's just taking deep breaths of chlorine gas, I guess.
The
Yeah,
gas is
Vanya's,
dissipated. The gas is dissipated.
Vanya will wander out of there after a second or two of thought.
If you had to describe the image on the card, it'd probably be flames.
Yep. Yep.
Do I see anything left on the table?
Nope. Looks like it did when the door opened for you the first time, with nothing special
Empty.
about it at all.
I'll look at it for a moment longer before doing like a scoff like and then start wandering after the rest.
As I'm walking with this group, I go, so, does this guy only show up in, like, dark, dank, evil places?
I found out they keep following us.
Does he
Maybe
ever
he's
speak?
I mean, last time he didn't.
The dealer? No. He doesn't speak. He just makes you choose.
It just makes you choose.
You're both foolish. This needs to stop.
If he makes you choose, we have the choice not to choose, right?
That room was filling up with chlorine gas. If we didn't choose, you'd have 3 dead people on your hands.
You should
I
have
think we
allowed
made the right
me.
choice. No, Ren, I fought way too hard to get you here. I wouldn't have let you do that.
And I was a coward back then.
Okay. How about we go to the next door?
Sounds good. You don't seem like a coward now, Red.
Which is why it should have been me. No one else anymore.
Vanya keeps walking. Somebody's got to do it. New and exciting challenges, right?
Well, then
They
next
keep
time
life
it's my
interesting.
turn.
Tara kind of leans into you, Biro, and says, "You're gonna have to fill me in later with the whole deck and the dealer and all this. Is kind of going over to my head."
Deck of many things. It's a bitch. We'll talk later.
I don't know what that is.
She doesn't know what. Ooh.
Deck of many technically speaking, Biro doesn't even know
Hmm.
what that is. All you know is that it's a deck.
They
And
were,
there
they
was
were,
a crazy guy. It's like
A
one
deck
of
of
the
many things.
magical items known to man. Known to, not even known. It's like, yeah, it's
There's a deck that does many things.
Yeah.
He's not referring to the deck
Well,
of many things. It's a
didn't,
deck that does many things.
Didn't when Grog pulled the card and they brought it to that one dude, he knew what it was?
yeah.
You have to identify it.
They had to identify it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Tara
Anyway.
and Bero were whispering about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She seemed confused and asking for clarity.
Yeah, just checking if I was hearing them, but probably not.
I mean, she wasn't trying to hide it, but so you might have heard. It seemed like she was just asking. She was confused about what was going on.
I'm gonna slip between Vanya and Noxus and just start heading back down this way.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Vanya never stopped walking.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
nor
He's
did
still
Nox.
stunned.
Hey, let's go open that one. And I point to that door.
Sounds like a plan. Vanya
Oh.
keeps an eye out for more ambushes as they go.
okay. As you come over to there, you guys see a similar setup.
Alright, I'm doing this one this time.
No.
Walk
No,
right there.
we're not doing
Noxus!
this again.
You walk right there, and nothing happens.
I walk up to the door.
You walk up to the door, and it begins to slide open. As revealed beyond,
The chair, guys.
Not again!
there's another
Noxus.
room that seems empty. Across the way is a simple table with a single chair sitting in front of it.
Not again! Just yanks at Noxus
Yeah.
back.
Nox, absolutely fucking not. And I will pull him with all my strength.
Bureau!
You step
I
in.
walk in with beer. I walk in with
I'll go in
beer.
with Bureau.
What the fuck?
All right,
y'all?
hold on. Stop, time out. So, Bureau, you walk in.
Yep.
All right, you step in. Knox.
What the
Nox,
fuck?
you step in. And Vanya, you step in.
Motherfucker.
All right, so, and while you are trying to stop them, they step in. The doors begin to slam shut.
Shit, 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 shit.
Fike and Renata, you can make an acrobatics check to try and get in, but if you don't do well, the doors are going to close on you.
Shit, 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 shit.
I just told these idiots not to go in. No, I'm not saving them.
After that, yeah, I'm gonna try.
Make an acrobatics check.
Shit.
All
Ow.
right, so you go to jump in, and the door closes on you. You suffer
Oh God, guys.
45 points of crushing damage.
Oof. Be like, what did I just tell you? Ah!
And have to pull back out of the room and wrench yourself free so that you aren't crushed to death.
Oh, shit.
And I need everyone other than Vanya, Biero, and Noxus to go into secrets.
Fuck.
Flint, aren't you supposed to be in the room? So you. So
He stopped doing that.
Said everybody.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how bad are you right now? You need healing?
46 ain't terrible.
Yeah, you're lower than me, so that
We should
means that
probably
you-
short rest, to be fair.
probably. After if fucking one of these idiots die,
Yeah.
I swear to God.
We'll either resurrect them or they roll a new character.
Yeah.
We've established many times that every one of us is fine with our character.
Right.
I've
Yet
just
no one
started
else
not
does
to
it.
be okay with that now that Nox did that thing.
Yeah,
last week.
right? Shit. Those assholes.
So curiosity, if someone sits down and then they ask you to pull a card.
Yeah. The dealer appears.
And the
I think
room
last
fills
time it
with
was a
poison.
I think it was a D20, but yeah, we had it was like a debate last time because we were in the Underdark, but that room was filling up with gas, which was
Yeah.
killing us slowly, so we didn't have a I guess
You were
Funny's
in
getting
the
to pull another
Underdark?
card. So you beat Bureau on initiative, so
Oh, they gotta fight something. Oh, shit.
Yeah, because Vanya is stopping Vera from doing it.
Hmm. Oh.
Wait, we came across the deck of many things before?
Yep.
Yeah, when we were trying to
That's
save
how-
Shango from the mind flayers.
Oh, that's why I
Yeah.
don't remember it, because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't
You
there.
weren't there.
I was like, I don't
That's-
remember
That's how
that.
Fight. That's how Fight got the wish.
Oh, right, he got the wish. No, I forgot about that. Oh, well, I remember the wish, but I forgot that he got it from the deck.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be really good, or you know, I really hope like Vanya pulls Rowan or something. Like at least like all his worldly possessions will be gone. At least that'll be like sustainable.
Yeah.
He's a fucking barbarian. He doesn't have much.
It's got that sweet ass helmet.
Well, you know, he fucking wants to keep, you know, doing this thing. So
Mm.
Why not? It fits his character.
I mean, I guess.
It very much fits his character, but well, there they go.
Well, super entertaining.
Right. Sorry, Ronka. Sorry. I couldn't make it in. I tried. I really
Oh,
did.
I was worried that Ronka wasn't gonna show up because we for night. It's good to see you,
Wrong
Ronka.
day.
You got to deal with our asses for a bit.
It's all right. We could do a sponsor for D&D Beyond or
Yep.
Old Camp.
Ronka waves. Wave emote.
We'll wave back.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I
there's,
can do my wave emote.
Yeah, you have your.
Do it.
That is my
Oh,
wave
Bill's
emote.
also waving. See? A new classic, the nose tap.
Yeah.
No, the
I tap my nose and I don't know
know
what
what
that
it
means.
means. Yeah, Ronka, we got twice this week. It's weird. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no, did they get the death death fight? I hope not. I feel like the waggle finger.
He knows.
Little Blassie. She's a base.
She's a base?
So good.
Raspberry.
Gonna
There's only one man in the universe who dares to give me the raspberry.
Lone Star! That cosplay was so good.
Oh god, he just rolled a D10.
Fuck.
He jammed the radar.
Vanya, stop it! Oh, he's laughing now.
Oh, it's
What the
not
fuck
it's
did you
not a
do?
one. It's not a one.
It's not a 1, but we don't know what a 1 would be anyway.
Oh, we
I
know.
don't know anything.
I think I rolled a 19 on to get the wish when he was doing it on a D20. So
Yeah.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Just watches another night.
that would be amazing.
Comes out with your long lost twin sister.
Fuck. I don't need another one.
I'm not making this one real. You are a figment of our imagination.
Y'all already. Well, no. Nobody met my sister. The other group met my sister.
Nope, we didn't meet your family.
We play long enough. We might all meet her.
Yeah,
We've talked
probably.
about your sister and your brother, but we didn't meet her or
Hmm.
him.
Same. Her. Same person.
Your sister and your brother is the same person?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Raven Queen's transgender.
Weird.
What's weird about that?
Wouldn't you want to decide to call it either sister or brother?
No, Raven Queen was transgender. She didn't realize that, which is why she called him brother. She didn't know.
That was the whole freak out thing.
Yeah.
At the, in the Underdark.
Was I there for that?
You guys can come
yes.
back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Come on.
Appears to get sucked back into the vents from whence it came. As those on the other side of the door see your friends all coughing and hacking as Vanya gets up from the chair holding yet another card in his hand.
Wherefore do you keep doing this?
Noxus walks out shaking his head. And he'll like take his hands and put him on his chest, and he will use his healing light on himself.
Okay.
What happened? Noxus.
Well, Mr. Glory Boy took all the fame.
Thought it was gonna be something horrible. It was not.
What was it?
I'll show them the card.
He turns the card over and shows it to you, and you can see an image of what looks like 3 robed women whose faces are obscured by hoods in a room full of infinite threads, and they appear to be holding one thread taut, examining it.
It doesn't look familiar, right?
Yeah, is that...
No, make you guys can make Arcana or Religion checks. I'll get to you, Shango and Nox. I'll get to you guys in a second down over there.
Nox was in the room.
Just give me one moment. Yeah.
I walked over to you.
After you came out of the room.
Yeah, but I'll get you in just a second.
Yeah.
Nope. We suck.
Yeah, the imagery doesn't strike you as anything you would understand.
All right, dope. Cool. I'm gonna get away from the chlorine gas. I say we rest because we keep being idiots, and usually that's my job.
I won't argue with that
What?
on any count.
Yeah,
As you
this
guys
time
are
Ren
doing-
looks disgusted at Vanya and stands up and goes out to find a spot to rest.
As you guys are doing that, and Nox, you were probably about here. Shango, you're looking down that hallway.
Yep.
Or it's less of a hallway, more of a
Or
cavern, not really
whatever it
worked
is,
stone. But as you do so, you can see
More water. A lot of water.
Oof.
Ugh.
60 feet of dark vision, right?
Yes.
Can you hold out a
Yep.
thing for me so I can see not only how far you can see, but your lane?
Yeah, the line of sight.
Line of sight, that's the words I was looking for. There you go.
Is it that same murky water?
It is that same murky water with a layered film of gum or some sort of biological substance on the top of it. About, as you can see, 30 to 40 feet in, there appears to be a platform in the cylindrical platform that has about 5 feet of space on the outer, and centrally in that platform there's a pillar that disappears into the darkness above.
Just a pillar going straight up.
Yeah, so this center brown
Okay.
part is like a pillar that's going straight up, and that gray like stone part appears to be like a ledge around the outside. That's
Gotcha.
about 10 feet up from the water surface.
Gotcha. After taking that in, I'll turn around and head back towards the group.
I'm really confused as to what's going on.
Adventure.
Exactly. Adventure.
No, you are with a band of fucking idiots, and that's solely my job.
That is not your job either, Fike. And just like glaring daggers at Biero, especially after you said that.
Piero, as much as I am a fan of your want for adventure and wanderlust, perhaps that can be saved until we're out of the Devil's Death Dungeon.
Yes, what were you
That's where the
thinking? What would have
adventure is.
happened?
Speaking of out, shall we press on?
Yes, I agree.
First
We're
we need to
together
rest.
again, Tara. Nothing can beat us.
That's patently and logically not true.
A good point he has.
What's
Exhibit A, Elsa.
That was a
And she
low
has this
blow.
stern look on her face, almost like a mother scolding her child.
what's
And my face falls and I go silent.
what's Bureau's AC?
Lower than 27.
I'm just gonna smack him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Sap.
I don't think he's actually like using his sap against you. I think he's just open palm slapping you in the back of the head.
I'm just gonna smack this shit out of him.
Mm,
You do not do that. You
And
Maybe-
Tara turns to you, Shango, and says, "What's down that way?"
A small pond, a lake, it appears, with some sort of supporting pillar structure. Wonder do I if they are related to what you have seen with the exits? Although pedestals, I believe you spoke.
Yes, there were more pedestals as opposed to pillars.
Yeah.
Larger versions of the things we arrived on, but opposite, if that
No.
makes sense.
I see.
There are many other rooms in that one hallway, just out
Yes.
over, and maybe we should go there and get away from the water.
Yes, unless we intend to brave and tread the murky waters.
well,
Down this way we cannot go.
we
Well,
can
I
at
can
least
put
see
my-
what's there.
Yeah, I mean, I can put my head under the water and see what's in there.
No, definitely
I
don't do
can-
that.
Walk
See what's
across
in-
it. I can
Wait.
walk across it if you want.
Wait,
No.
you can walk across water?
It's not
a
necessarily a matter
ring
of
of
if you
water
can.
walking.
It's not a matter of if you can. It is a matter of if you want.
No, it's a matter if you should and you shouldn't.
That's
Or
what
at
I'm
least
saying.
Look. Oh. And Shango, you and me are in perfect agreement.
On this particular matter, yes. Not so much on others.
Well, I'm gonna go back to that other room. I'm gonna start walking in that direction, because obviously none of us want to go down the waterway.
I would not mind avoiding more of the.
I
You can
second
rest
that,
a moment
Tara.
first.
As long as landways we have available to us, I would say we use those.
Is it the water itself that's causing these reactions, or something in or on the?
I'm not sure. I haven't really been able to study it. I don't know if it's something in the water or something acting through the water, or
I could drink the water if you guys really want to find
Oh
out.
my god. Did you guys lose fucking brain cells in that room?
Apparently.
What's my name? I'm kidding. No, I didn't. No, we didn't. But nobody else is cojonasing up, so gotta figure some shit out.
Not by drinking the water. You seem to have looked too close at Father Fike charging at that tree not but a couple days ago.
There's a difference between bravery and utter foolishness.
Okay, alright. Enough.
We have
We're all at each other's throats right now. We don't need to be. We're versing this place. We're not versing each other. Once we get out of here, feel free to fucking go crazy and kill everyone around you once we get out of here.
Where else can we go that we haven't already been?
There was two doors over this way that we didn't go in.
I believe we had many doors we have not explored yet along the various corridors.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's these 2 doors right here that we haven't gone through.
I think they're speaking of. Oh, wrong thing. These.
Correct.
Yeah, so out of character question mark, we have also the trap rooms down in the south.
Yes, we still have those.
Yeah,
I
we
want to go
still
check
have
those out.
this over here that you haven't explored.
This one.
This one over here that you haven't explored. This
So
one over
many.
here that you haven't explored.
I think that's it.
So
I mean, unless we want to go down the crevasse.
Yeah, there's also the crevasse over here that you haven't bothered to really explore too much.
No, that you said it was 100 feet into death.
If you were to
Wait.
jump into it.
There's ways to get down 100
But
feet.
you guys have like a flying carpet and people who can cast fly.
Yeah.
Probably some rope to get down.
Just saying. Anyway.
So this
It's
door
so
is the
big.
closest door over here. I think we should go there. Out of character.
I agree with Noxus, and I will follow him. Let's go rest in that room.
Let's go.
Alright. Following y'all's lead. As you guys come into this room, which you didn't really get too much of a chance to explore the first time you entered it, on account of being attacked by the slods from behind. As you come in, there does appear to be a bunch of ratty old cloth on the ground. There is that pool off to the side of the murky, disgusting water. And there appears to be what look like wooden benches lined up in different spots.
As we're coming to that opening, I remember what happened to Nox earlier, and I stop and start going up this way. But apparently everybody else just rushes through, so I'm like, oh.
No, follow Shango. She was right there, so no.
We were 10 feet away from this one, and nothing happened. So we shall
You get
see
the
what
sense,
I don't
now
pretend
that
like
you've
I know
dealt
it
with it
understands.
for a while now, you get the sense that once you've resisted the water's effects for at least some sort of time period, it can't lash out at you again for at least, you're not sure how long the time period is.
But there is a time period.
Yeah.
Is this the time to wonder if I've ever had to make a saving throw?
In this session?
I don't think he has.
In this session, definitely not. I don't even remember.
You probably would have. You were pretty close to the water over here.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me as you trim. Everybody else is hopping to secrets.
Shit. Here we go again.
I feel like I should
Sorry,
be fair enough to
Ronka.
point it out.
We are gonna have a fucking Bard's Lament after this. I swear to God.
Yeah.
What's my mother's name?
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
A little bit.
And Noxus, oh, you and Fike are gonna have a physical altercation after this.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. Nox will win.
Like, Bureau lost a lot of respect from Ren after that. Vanya's lost a decent amount, but he doesn't know as much.
Eh.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Nox is welcome to go take the next one if he wants.
Well, I never thought we'd ever see it, and I definitely never thought I'd ever see it pop up twice in one game.
3.
Yeah.
But no, 3.
Oh no, I was getting to that one. I never thought it would pop up twice in one session in 2 different locations.
Yeah.
Or 3 in one campaign.
Yeah. 4, technically?
We tried to beat the system, and all 3 of us grabbed one at the same time.
Wow.
It did not work. He
Wow.
said no.
He's
They were like,
"Just
no,
do it."
we want one too.
It not perfect
I was
system.
like, okay, let's do this. Let's all three of us grab one.
No.
Wow.
Wait, why is Bureau still
Yeah,
there?
Fate's card. And yes, chlorine gas is a bit drunk.
You can come back.
Well,
Bureau stuck around.
Bureau, did you fail one?
you just having
Nope.
me talk to Ronka the entire time. We're just like, oh, hanging out with chat.
Nope, mistake on my part.
No worries.
Naughty Bureau. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy.
You guys, Ren, I'll say you'll probably notice because you're usually the one paying the closest attention to him. You watch as Shango gets that long stare and then a slightly panicked look on his face.
Yeah, that long stare doesn't really snap back. It just
Yeah.
still continuing to look straight ahead into nothing.
Django,
Yes.
are you alright?
No.
What happened? And peeking right towards the water.
I don't think we've ever seen him afraid.
The waters are close.
Yes, somewhat.
I guess the waters it is.
What did
Are
you
you near?
see?
What?
Are you near?
I'm right. Can
Oh,
you not see?
I'll reach out towards where I think she is.
I'm
You
gonna,
watch as he kind of just like moves his hands out in front of him.
gonna grab his arm.
Bro.
Just oh no.
Like
Fike, Piero, someone. Tara.
As soon as you hit the arm, you see like him relax slightly. And like, this is good to feel you. It is.
Oh, God stamps it.
Oh, well, shite. I fucking hate this place.
I cannot disagree.
Tara says, as she walks up to you, Shango, and says, and like snaps her fingers in front of your face. You guys see his eyes don't react at all.
Yeah.
He just
I'll
keeps staring straight ahead.
Just twitch a little bit at the noise in front of me, like, huh.
Simply Tara.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
She reaches up and touches. You feel someone touch your forehead, Shango, as some arcane language is muttered, and your sight comes back to you.
Yeah. It's initially like very tense upon like someone touching me and no idea what's going on. Slowly relax and be like, interesting. Then was.
You are all right now.
You guys realize I don't have an infinite amount of those, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Apologies
Sorry,
for burdening you.
being an inconvenience.
Perhaps it's time to see if there's something else that can be done proactively. What if we tried to burn whatever's in the water before we got near it?
Burn water.
Burn the
It's scummy
growth.
water, right? Like, so there's something like floating on it?
Valid effort that is, I presume.
Does anybody
You're
have the
welcome
ability-
to try. I don't know what it'll do.
I have alchemist fire.
Does anybody have something like a cantrip that creates fire?
I have prestidigitation. That's about it.
You're on the
Oh,
other
I'm
side
sick.
of the room, looking down a hallway.
Yeah, I don't really have anything, well.
All I've got is fireball.
Tara has a prestidigitation. I mean, unless you want me to set off a fireball.
Like I could do that.
Rather,
Well, I mean, yeah,
rather over the top that appears, considering limited resources.
I'll just try prestidigitation to produce a small flame on the surface of the water.
You
See if
do,
that-
and it sputters out almost immediately.
Well, it was worth a try.
I've tried abjurative magics on it. I've tried dispelling the magic. I've tried countering the magic. I don't think it's arcane in nature.
Peeking slowly to Fike and Noxus at that. And Divine.
I don't think it's magical in nature.
No.
I can counter and dispel divine magics.
So our only choice might be to find the source and eliminate it.
It's this place.
And perhaps that creature you spoke of.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Can we? I know we're tense right now, but we're all fucking hurt. We should all rest real quick, and then we could carry on.
Yes. Like to sit for a few minutes, I would.
That's what
Let's set up in an advantageous position, please.
Far away from that water.
No, we're gonna cover all exits and entrances out of here. So, 2 on each door or entranceway.
May I take the one over there, and I point to the one on the south side of the map.
The one farthest away from the water.
Yeah.
Well,
Been there.
I'm going with him on that side then.
All right. So you go down with your improved dark vision. You can see quite a ways down that hallway, Noxus.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot over here, guys.
I'll take the door nearest the water.
I'll squeeze Ren's hand one more time before looking at her and letting go and joining Nox at the door as just discussed.
So everybody that's been affected, has it been like when they see the water, or just like when they pass nearby, regardless of whether they see it?
Well,
Is
it touched
Piero
me.
asking this, or
Well, kind of both. Like, I don't recall, like, when I had to make the saving throw, I don't recall whether it was at the moment that I saw it or just that I got close.
discussing together based on the experiences you have had, you believe it's proximity.
Okay.
So
I mean,
even
I
if you
got
don't
touched
see
by
it.
Thus far, I mean, none of you have made physical contact with.
I did. It splashed on me when the
Oh yeah, that's right.
spectator
Similar.
fell.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, unless that was more cinematic than anything.
I mean, a little bit, but
Well, I'm out of ideas other than to steer clear of it.
Just so we're gonna short rest, guys.
you guys
Might as
take
well.
a short rest.
Yes, please.
Alrighty, so you guys cover the different exits and entrances to this room. Give yourselves some basic first aid and basically kind of cleaning yourselves up a bit.
I'll play a Song of Rest for anybody who's going to roll some hit dice.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you guys take your short rest. It does not appear to be interrupted. Go ahead and roll that Song of Rest die, Bureau.
It's a D8.
Well, let
I
me do
believe.
multiples.
So anyone using hit dice gets an extra 5.
Okay.
An extra 5.
Tara is going to some hit dice
Yep.
and use her arcane recovery to get a 4th level spell slot back.
The
One more.
temporary hit points.
Oh, fuck.
Can you heal that temporary hit points back, or is that
No,
Nope.
you don't heal those back. Those, once they're gone, they're gone.
Just wondering. I don't know how Noxus thing works.
2.
No, it's just like regular temporary
3,
hit points.
4,
All right, cool.
2, 3, 4, 5. Do one more.
All of the hit dice by everybody.
10. Okay. That's better.
Back to full.
Close enough.
Back to full.
Fike's just kind of.
Jeez. Tara is just.
Oh, poor Tara.
Oof. That is really unfortunate.
I look over to Shango and I say, "Hey, are you good? Like, does he look really hurt still?"
Who?
Shango.
Shango, how do you look?
Not physically hurt, but still like
A little
like
shaken mentally?
yeah, shaken, like a haunted face, basically.
So, health-wise, you're fine. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't look
Physically he looks.
Yeah, but mentally he doesn't look very happy.
Give him
I,
emotional healing, Knox.
I kind of put my hand on his shoulders, like, I know.
Is Tara still looking kind of rough, or she's back to?
No, she's back to. She used a decent amount of hit dice, and she's back to. She's topped off.
Okay.
I look a little confused. You do know?
Yeah, I looked at that same pool.
What? It's the same vision we cannot all have.
Well, if you saw Tiamat, then yeah, we had the same vision.
Tiamat, I did not see.
Then we did not have the same vision.
Much surprised I would have been.
I would have been a little bit too, because that's probably my greatest fear.
So, that is what we see.
Is that what you saw?
My greatest fear? I don't know.
Well, what did you see? Maybe I can tell you if it might be or not.
Another time, if I may.
It's your choice. Better to let it out sometimes than keeping it in.
True, yet wrong it feels. And I'll glance over to the other side of the room where Ren and Vanya are sitting.
Okay. Your short rest concludes uninterrupted.
Eventually stand
An
up and
hour
just walk away
passes.
from Vanya without a word.
All right, guys, let's go.
Right.
Go where?
Down this
Uh,
hallway.
We're heading
Right.
Towards the bottom of the map. I guess that would be south.
Good as any other direction it is.
That's true. Yes, I'll take it. I'll take point. And I'll walk into the room and I'll get about. I'll just peek around that corner.
I'll be right behind Fike.
Alrighty. As you come into that room, more is revealed.
The heck are those?
You see two pillars opposite kitty corner from one another, and two what look to be small platforms, on top of which sit what looks like sarcophagi.
That's a little unnerving.
That's cool. I got it. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
You cast detect magic, and nothing pings.
All right.
Could I do a divine sense?
If you'd like,
Yeah, I'd like to do a divine sense.
you use your divine sense, connecting with Bahamut and extending out your senses, searching for fiends, celestials, fiends, and undead, or desecrated, or consecrated ground. You get the same as you got before. You do not sense any undead or fiends immediately within 60 feet of you, but this entire place does seem desecrated.
Okay.
Clear the next corridor.
Right behind you.
As you come over to there, Fike, you see
A pool of super water.
no
Hey!
a pillar in the center of was a cylindrical room that looks like a giant garbage disposal or blender. There are blades sticking out from it in all sorts of directions up and down. It is spinning at an impossible speed. And then stops and then spins again and then stops and then spins again at random intervals.
Oh, not these again.
Do you want to at least see the rest of the room, or are we good with that one?
I think we're good with that one.
And beyond it,
pretty
you
sure
see the acid pillar spraying,
And then the fire room.
which is still deactivated.
That's fine.
Well, you don't see that. You can't see that far, but Nox can.
Well, maybe we should go down or over there.
Oh, that looks like a. If I'm not wrong, I believe that's what a D&D staircase.
It does.
Okay, so that's a
it-
staircase.
Is it ascending or descending?
Ascending.
Oh, that's good. I think up would be good, right?
Up.
I don't know.
Up sounds
I
good.
mean, it's better than this, right?
I'll,
Yes.
This
no,
is
What-
Bosvere. Don't be so sure of that. This is Bosvere's place that we.
Did you want to go down first?
No,
Huh?
I'm thinking up is good, but you know, I still have detect magic up. I'll just go to the stairway and I'll make my way up.
All right. You peek in the short staircase that goes up into what looks to be a bit of a mausoleum. Several plaques on the walls showing names in different languages and dates, years
Did you?
along the walls.
If I could read Common, Celestial, and Elvish, am I able to read any of them?
They are in Celestial.
So I will start reading.
It's a collection of names that read more like titles, and they give a year, and then a dash, and then another year. The years are from as Ren comes in, who can also read, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The years are familiar to you.
Oh.
That's old.
They're not that old, but they're shortly after that. The names you don't recognize any of.
Have
Does,
not seen a
my-
calendar like this in some time.
Does my detect magic pick up anything?
Nope.
All right. Well, no need to grave rob. So
Divine sense only just stays up, and it only happens once, right? It doesn't
Yeah,
go
it
with me
happens.
for a
It's
time?
like it happens like a.
Got it.
Is it like a gravestone? Is it? These are.
They're like gravestones, except they're like mausoleums. Like you go in and like vertically along the wall, there are plaques, and like behind each plaque, you would imagine there is someone or something entombed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
she
it
might
goes,
go
like,
through one of
Like
those.
the New
Yeah.
Orleans.
She might do
New
like.
Orleans kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
like
do
New
like an
Orleans.
old kind of ritual for respect, paying respects, and then turn to go.
all right.
You can make history checks if you'd like, in there.
So you see who you went to high school with.
Oh no.
You don't recognize any of the names. Ren.
No.
Did you say the sarcophagi in the main room had any inscriptions?
You hadn't examined them to.
They're on platforms too,
They're
right?
up on.
Yeah.
They're up, raised on platforms.
Yeah, we have to climb up to them.
How high up?
It's like three and a half feet.
Okay, so like,
Oh.
yeah, just so yeah.
Slightly raised.
I want to see if they have any inscriptions.
Make an investigation check.
Come on.
10. You wipe away some of the schmutz and stuff. What languages does Shango know?
Common, Celestial, and Primordial.
There is a celestial inscription on this sarcophagus.
I'll read it.
It speaks of an individual. It's more of a title than a name. As I flip through my notes real quick. It says, entombed in honor, champion of the Dawn Father, Hemming Ormer. And it gives dates slightly after Renata is familiar with, which would mean during the calamity.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep clearing rooms, guys.
I'm following.
Don't
I'm
get too
following
far
Fike.
ahead, Fike.
All right, as you come down there, Fike, for the first time in a while, you find closed doors.
Da-da-da.
Uh-oh.
Something important behind them.
And a probably 3-foot wide pillar that goes from floor to ceiling in the center of that intersection.
Are there anything on the doors? Like an inscription or picture?
They are blank iron doors.
The right door should pick, because the right door is right.
You're
Impeccable
right or my
logic.
right?
Teta says,
I can't argue with that. What logic?
I can find no flaw in your logic.
Thanks. Our
Yeah, she
right
kinda
should be
rolls
the
her
same
eyes.
right?
I'm guessing this is the spot where we are at an absolute impasse in which there's no return. So
That is where
Save
we
your
will pick
data.
up next week.
Save your
Hey!
data.
Not next week. Tomorrow.
Yay!
Right there.
Hey.
And
At
we
the
all hit the...
four-way intersection
Damn.
with closed doors. So it would appear that your puzzle did not open all the doors.
Da-da-da.
yes,
Alright.
because the
Means ears are the special doors.
Yeah.
The worst things imaginable would all be loose in this fucking hallway. That's definitely not what's behind these doors.
No.
Not at all.
No, behind these doors,
Three
we
more
find three
decks.
more decks with chairs.
3 more decks.
There's definitely a cotton candy machine behind this one and a bounce house behind.
That's casual.
I just
Yeah.
thought it was hilarious because I'm sure you figured out, Dave, why I laughed with the second card, because you could essentially use that one on the previous one.
Yeah, he could.
I'm just.
He doesn't want. He wants to fight that fucker.
One, yeah, I want to fight that fucker. Two, there's definitely going to be something more worth, like, I took that from Bureau and Nox. There's definitely something more worth using that on for the party. rather than just that stupid devil.
Which, by the way, Vanya doesn't know, but it was certainly a pit fiend.
Cool.
Of
Oh,
course.
that's not a rival, dude. That's the pit fiend card. That sucks.
That's Nemesis.
Nemesis. He's going to make your life a living hell. Quite literally.
The friend Nemesis.
Um,
We already have the friggin'
Devil
Rakshasa. Jeez.
We are making a lot of enemies and not a lot of friends. I've said this before, and I will say it again.
Hey, you guys got Terra?
Hey, you know what? If we got haters, we're doing something right.
Stedos seems to like you.
Haters gonna hate.
We did bring him back to life.
Status?
No.
Strats.
Strats.
Those rats.
Granted, you did kill him.
Yeah. How do you
I
want to
did
do
bring
this,
him back to life.
Shango?
I just want to vaporize him. Django, vaporize him.
Shango still feels completely justified in his actions.
Oh wow.
He does not feel any guilt.
Jeez.
Not too much strats, no.
Right. I think once we get out of here, we're gonna have a nice Bard's Lament.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, Nox has something for you.
Anyway, we'll pick this up tomorrow.
Damn.
Right here in the four-way intersection, where you guys will have to decide which way you're gonna go.
Pick it up with a 4-way. Got it.
Absolutely.
That's the spirit.
You mean a Tuesday for Fike?
So guys.
No, it'd be a
I don't know
Wednesday,
who's
technically.
able to stay, but let's have some talks.
I can
Oh.
stick around.
Yeah.
Talks.
I got
Talks,
nothing
talks.
to do.
I got nothing to do. I mean,
Come on, talks.
I assume you guys want me to end at our usual time. I'm assuming.
I mean,
Yes,
I can
please.
keep going. I don't have to work, but I know Shango.
I know
has to work.
Shango has a.
I'm out if you guys keep going.
Yeah, no, like, it's
Feel
fine.
free to keep
Yeah,
going.
We're picking up. No, we're
Fine.
picking.
Yeah,
things,
if
we're
anything, it'd
playing
be like
again
little
tomorrow.
talks.
We're playing,
Yeah, we'll pick it up tomorrow.
Playing again tomorrow.
Since we're all here,
Mm-hmm.
do we want to do something like this again next week, or is everybody not able to see that far?
I can't see that far right now.
Same.
I have a.
We can just leave it open. I know, like I said, I threw this out there because I know it's crazy. The world's crazy right now, and I figured, with everybody kind of being home, we might try to make some lemonade out of some lemons, and have a second game, since everybody's stuck at home anyway. Not that this has to be a regular thing. This could have been just a one-time thing. Or if you guys want to do it again tomorrow, you guys bring tomorrow, next week.
I mean, yes,
or the week
technically.
after. Well, yeah, but next week or the week after, or whatever, you guys can bring it up and say, hey, we don't have to
always
pressure
down.
anybody. You don't have to pressure anybody. Everybody, like I always say, real world shit comes first. But this was just a little. Hey, we all are stuck at home, and the world sucks at the moment. So let's put some more D&D in your life.
Here's some fantasy with all this not depression that everyone is going through now.
Hell yeah.
Trauma.
You're all.
Experience points.
Yay.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
anybody close to leveling?
Close, but not
No.
close enough.
Maybe? No.
I'm not close
Well,
enough.
It would
No.
depend. It would depend.
81 experience points. I will level.
Sorry. Everybody got 21 XP.
21.
Except for Vanya, who got 23,
Hey.
because let me pull as many cards from the deck of many things as I possibly
My
can.
god. I'm so close.
After
Tomorrow.
the first one, Vanya assumed it was just a deck full of horrible shit. And he just wants to stop other people from pulling.
Yeah. By the way, the second one he pulled was the Fates.
Of course
Yeah,
he did.
I know.
Yeah, I knew that.
No, I'm telling everybody else.
We
Yeah.
knew that.
I don't know the cards at the top of my head.
So the Fates, what it allows you to do,
It lets you
I've
roll
gotten that
back
once.
one event.
basically, yeah, it's like the Omega 13 device from
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Ink's got that once,
Like,
David.
You can,
Oh yeah.
you can like choose any moment in time and like be like, this didn't happen, or let's replay it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's why I thought it was funny that he could literally use that card to negate the first card.
I mean, even if it doesn't, even if I don't do it now, I'm pretty sure I can still do it in the future.
Yeah,
Right.
technically.
You
Yeah,
have a
that's-
certain. You have like a year. You have a year.
No,
it's
until
until he
goes away.
dies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I thought it said it was a year.
Nope.
You
Till I
don't have to
die.
rewind.
until he dies or uses it.
Oh, you don't have to rewind the moment just now, or
No, you can wait and hold on to it and use it whenever he wants.
no. I mean, when he uses it, does it rewind whatever just happened, or
No, it can rewind.
anything in the past?
Well,
Lets
I mean-
me avoid or erase one event as if it never happened.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Now there is some limits to the power. Of the
Yeah,
deck.
like, you know, presumably I can't do things like wish that the divine gate was never formed or something.
I was gonna say, like, I was just about to say, like,
Yeah. No, like there are limits to the power of the deck.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
not- it was created by, not that any of you know this, but it was created by mortal arcane users, so they, like, you can't like negate like godly,
yeah,
you know, certain things are even beyond even the.
undo this one god killing this other god.
So if we found a deck of many things that was
Ouch.
created by the gods,
You don't know.
Bill's like, don't do that to me.
Well, first of all, I'd have to put that in the game
Yeah,
for you to be able to do it.
like, Bill is like,
I
don't
mean,
do
you
that
can
to
spend the
yourself.
rest of the campaign chasing a red hair.
A red herring.
Yeah.
Yes, Rocket to be continued.
Also, Bureau said he wanted to run a game Thursday. I know Bill and I are in.
I'm down.
Maybe-
I've got nothing going on, so.
Anybody else want to play?
Oh,
Not
totally down.
sure.
That's 3.
Alright, good.
Uh,
Okay.
potential.
Now I need to think about if I'm leveling sorcerer or cleric while I try to go to bed.
Oh,
While you try to go to bed.
Yeah.
wait. Wait, did you
Why,
ding?
how close are you to leveling?
No, six or 7.
6 or 7 points away.
Yeah, I'm
I just-
like, I think I'm
Well,
8.
You'll probably level tomorrow then.
Yeah.
I would think
Almost
yeah.
certainly.
It's
Almost certainly,
180
unless you
for.
don't show
Oh,
up.
it's 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time that we got less than 10 experience points. So.
Yeah.
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 We're gonna spend the whole next session just walking in this 10x10 hallway.
The hallway. It's like being on Final Fantasy 13.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it
Alright.
sounds like we got at least 3 for Thursday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren, did you want to, or?
Quite possibly. I have to check and make sure I can, but let me know
got
let me
somewhere
know
to
what you'd
be?
need. Huh?
You got somewhere,
Somewhere
to
to
be.
be.
I don't know. Potentially, I would have to see what wants to do.
Oh, alright. Good night, guys.
Night.
Good night, Sango.
Yeah. Let me know what you want the one-shot stuff to be.
Yeah, you gotta give us a heads up on like
Yeah.
what's.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Like,
So if I
was
can, I
thinking
can
about
make it.
going into work, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So I can.
what's the elevator pitch? Like, what's the world we're in? Because I don't want to make a character that doesn't make sense for.
I'm gonna
Are
stop
you
playing for
pulling a
it.
Liam?
Night, Ronka.
And
I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. And my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello,